Watertown Plank Road to Hampton, and I-41 southbound is seeing backup starting at Good Hope Road to Capitol Drive. I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ's Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, showers possible, low 70 degrees. Tomorrow, hot and humid scattered showers, a high of 90. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, convicted murderer Maxwell Anderson begins the appeal process. His attorney, Anthony Cotton, filing a notice for post-conviction relief. Anderson is also requesting the public defender's office appoint counsel for him moving forward. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in the death of Sade Robinson. Anthony Cotton joins us live in the studio coming up at 4:45.
A 9-year-old recovering in the hospital after being ejected from a car during a crash on I-43. It happened just after 5:30 yesterday near the Marquette interchange. 2 SUVs and a semi were involved. Witnesses say one of the SUVs rolled twice before landing upright. The 9-year-old girl was ejected, able to stand up on her own and go back to check the driver, who was also hurt, who she knew. Both were taken to the hospital and are doing okay.
President Trump's sweeping tariffs went into effect this morning, impacting 60 countries and the European Union. The taxes will affect a wide variety of products, including cars, appliances, food, and furniture. News Nation's Kelly Meyer.
The main reason the president says he is doing this is to rebalance trade. He wants to bring manufacturing back to the U.S., he says, and he says this is generating billions in revenue already.
Trump's also announced there will be a 100% tariff on semiconductors and chips imported into the United States, but companies that have committed to build in the U.S. will be exempt.
2 months into this year's hurricane season, the Atlantic Ocean has spawned 4 tropical storms, only one of which has made a U.S. landfall. But ABC's Jim Ryan says government meteorologists are standing behind their predictions of an active season.
The National Weather Service still expects to see 13 to 18 named storms before the end of the hurricane season, November 30th, including as many as 9 hurricanes and 2 to 5 major hurricanes. The agency acknowledges that the season has gotten off to a slow start, with Tropical Storm Andrea taking shape June 24th. And Tropical Storm Dexter is now in the North Atlantic and moving away from the U.S. mainland. A new disturbance is taking shape off the coast of Africa, with a 60% chance of becoming a cyclone in the next 7 days. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Small food businesses from across the state are going head-to-head at the Wisconsin State Fair.
For the past decade, the Grand Champion Eats and Treats competitive exhibit showcases different foods that are judged in a variety of categories. Pleasant's Best Sauces won the first place ribbon in the Supreme Sauces division with its cranberry bourbon barbecue sauce.
I don't know if I'd call it the secret ingredient, but it was adding applesauce.
Owner Sharon Pleasant of Minocqua.
We always have such a good time. I love being able to talk with the other small businesses, too.
At the State Fair, Neil Doyle, WTMJ News.
The Triathlon National State Championships are taking place this weekend in Milwaukee. Event director tells WTMJ.
We have upwards of 3,800 total registrations overall, including registrations, volunteers, spectators, fans. We expect around 15,000 total people from today through Sunday, with a projected economic impact of the city upwards of 6.5 million.
Top finishers in the national championships will qualify for the upcoming world competitions.
Coming up, say goodbye to password sharing on another streaming service.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:04.
According to the Census Bureau, more than 12,000 Americans are turning 65 each day. It's a surge they call Peak 65, the highest number in history. 65 is traditional retirement age because it matches up with Medicare, but Gallup found 61 is the average retirement age. Some Annex clients retire early, but we also have clients working at 70 because they love what they do. You know why? Because they've got plans built by fee-only fiduciaries, plans custom-tailored to their lifestyle. They identify their wants and needs, and we went to work building investment, retirement, tax, and estate plans in their best interest. Proper retirement planning doesn't start the week before you retire. Having a focused plan built by our in-house teams will go a long way in helping you reach the retirement you desire. It all starts with the conversation you probably already have in the back of your mind. It's time to put that into action and contact Annex. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Visit AnnexWealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Hi, this is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. And you know, I'm a consumer just like you. And my ears perk up for pain relief messages just like you.
But some of these ads...
Since I started taking this natural supplement, within weeks, my pain is completely gone.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. The truth is, there are imbalances in your body causing your pain. And there's physical therapy, which we are highly skilled at, that can improve imbalances. And there are alternative pain solutions. But not all of them are proven, safe, effective, or affordable. At Rejuvenex, the effectiveness of Toradol joined with hyaluronic acid has been proven. Our treatments are affordable, FDA approved, safe, and they're powerful medicines. They calm inflammation and cushion joints, and they can make your pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 3:06.
Heads up if you've been sharing access to your HBO Max account, guilty as charged. CBS News correspondent Michael Wallace.
Warner Brothers Discovery has already been warning subscribers to stop sharing their HBO Max passwords. But the company says it's about to get more aggressive with its crackdown. Starting next month, it will send those subscribers messages, pushing them to pay an extra $7.99 a month to add another member to their accounts. Netflix and Disney Plus have also been restricting account sharing. HBO Max added 3.4 million subscribers last quarter and now has 126 million worldwide. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
John!
You know, Julia, I use your account. You shared with me.
I'm so glad you watched Chernobyl.
Me too. I'm glad I got it done. Thanks for sharing your account. It was good while it lasted.
Oh, man.
I hope the HBO police aren't listening
Well,
to
at least
this.
you have my Peacock account.
Yeah, that's true. Until they crack down on that, too. Let's do some sports. Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Packers begin the preseason Saturday against the Jets. Next week, the team will travel to Indianapolis for joint practices with the Colts in advance of preseason game number 2. And the Brewers are the first team in Major League history to have a road trip where they score 50 runs, don't lose a game, and don't commit an error. The Brewers carry a 6-game win streak into Friday night's contest against the Mets.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 3:08.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
People ask questions. Why is the sky blue? What's the meaning of life? Why can't I eat candy for breakfast?
But at Penny Mustard, most of the questions are about the penny sectional.
How can a sectional sofa look so majestic and feel so comfortable at the same time?
Can I get this in fabric or leather?
Can I eat candy for breakfast while sitting on the penny sectional? The penny sectional, starting at $62.45 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com. Better versions of what people want.
Get started with your no-hassle refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 5-9 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Woo, it's a little steamier today.
So hot. Even the little kids were like, Mom,
it's so hot.
Their
Where's
cheeks
the ice cream?
So red.
It's good. It feels like summer out here. All right, let's get to the things that we're tracking on this Thursday.
This is the 3 at 3 on Wisconsin's afternoon news.
The first thing is the Wisconsin State Fair. It's the second Thursday of the State Fair. It's been going on for 1 week, and I think literally they have not had a day where it's rained out here. It's been absolutely incredible. Live on the Bank 5-9 main stage tonight is Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias at 7:30.
John's favorite.
And your favorite, Julia, I know where you will be on the Bank 5-9 amphitheater. It's the Hair Bangers Ball.
Oh, my God.
Are you a hair metal person? Were you ever?
When I would drink a little bit, I would do the headbanging thing just to be funny.
Oh, so like last Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. And I was very responsible because we have a police officer in here.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Police officers agree that if you want to hair bang a little bit while you're drinking safely at home, that's probably okay, right? We would like you to come up and be part of the show. You can do that here at our Bank 5-9 studio. Let's go outside on this warm day. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you from?
Ginger Winky Watkins from Gurnee, Illinois.
Wait, is your last name Winky Watkins?
It is.
That is really fun.
Love it.
How's it going at the fair?
It's wonderful.
If tonight you had to choose between going to see the comedian Fluffy Iglesias or hanging out at the Hair Bangers Ball with the heavy metal people, what's it going to be?
I've done the Hairbangers Ball, and I'm going to see Fluffy tonight.
Okay, what's the Hairbangers Ball like?
Awesome.
Really?
Yep, 80s.
Who's your favorite hair band from the 80s? Poison, Rats.
Def Leppard.
Oh,
very good.
They're still going
Style
strong.
points.
They sold out Summerfest, as a matter of fact. Thank you. Have fun at the fair.
Thank you.
We are in the Red Guest Services Pavilion. If you want to stop by and say hello, we will be here, so go ahead and do that.
All right, number 2. Milwaukee County is finally getting a Costco. Plans are underway to build the popular wholesale store in Franklin that's near 27th and Drexel. It'd be a 162,000 square feet warehouse. It includes those gas pumps and a tire center. I've taken advantage of both. City leaders just approved the contract to study traffic impacts in the area. If everything moves forward, it could break ground by late next year.
Finally, one coming to Milwaukee County.
Very nice.
The third thing in the 3 at 3 is a really cool story with a Waukesha police officer. So Officer Jack Daly was in Arizona for Army Reserve training. He's also a veteran, so he was there for Army Reserve training, getting ready with a buddy to go out on a hike. Into the mountains they went. They wanted to go to a specific lookout to check out the mountains at sunset. They got up there for their hike, and they noticed first responders everywhere. There were already police and EMTs, and they looked kind of frazzled. And he explained who he was, and they said, "We think we got it." He said, "I'm going to go out on a hike with my buddy, but I'll be out there in the woods." He went out, and he came across 2 people, one woman standing up and a guy who really couldn't stand up. He looked disoriented. He looked like he didn't feel well. He was the hiker that was lost. So the officer from Waukesha Daily was able to relay the location to emergency responders. They also went up to the mountain. They wrapped up their hike, eventually returned to the local fire department because they wanted to visit the men and women they had just helped. They showed up there, and the firefighter said, "Anything we can get for you? Thank you for helping us." He said, "I'm just tired. I'm just hot." They said, "Hold on." They went to the freezer and brought out a package of frozen Thin Mints. And they had the frozen Thin Mints. He said, "It hit the spot. I felt like I did the right thing, and I had a little treat."
That's so nice. In Arizona. Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that a nice story? It is 3:13 at WTMJ. Coming up, Milwaukee Police Department Sergeant Efrain Cornejo with us live in the State Fair studio. We'll do that up next on WTMJ. First, it's WTMJ's Eric Bilstead, who's out here at the State Fair celebrating Bank 5-9.
Nice. John, when's the last time you did something nice?
Just right now. I told Julia she looked nice.
Okay, good.
Did you?
Then you should get out here. You'll get something for free. So that's what we're doing here with Bank 5-9. So Bank 5-9 been around for a long time, and they're huge supporters and partners of the Wisconsin State Fair. And what we're doing today, right now, in Central Park, right by the Dairy Building, is we're giving away free stuff. Free swag, if you will, but you got to do something nice. You got to follow Bank 5-9's model of making lives better through kindness. So you come up, and if you can't think of something nice to do, then we'll give you an idea. We'll give you some options. You can't just come and get a fan. You got to work for it by being nice, and that should be super easy because that's what they do at Bank 5-9. Much, much more, of course, at bank59.com. Now, we will be here until 5 o'clock. You'll see us out here in Central Park. Come by, say hello, roll the die if you can't think of anything nice to do, and we will help you live better just like Bank 5-9. So that's what we'll do. We'll be here till 5. We'll see you then.
Great mission statement. WTMJ's Eric Bilstead. Thanks, Eric.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris talk to Kevin O'Connor from Yahoo Sports. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Traffic and weather, let's check in with Sean Brinda. Hey, Sean.
Hey, John. We got a couple of backups all across the area right now. With one happening on I-41 southbound, we're starting to see backups starting from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive where it clears up. On 41 northbound, we're seeing backups from West Watertown Plank Road, and they clear up once you pass Hampton. We've got heavy backups on 43 southbound once you pass Brown Deer Road, and it clears up once you go by West Green Tree Road. We also have our regular backups on 94 westbound, starting from South 16th Street through the Stadium Interchange, which clears up once you pass Mitchell Boulevard. I'm Sean Brinda, in for Dave Velasco with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, showers and storms, a low of 70 degrees. Tomorrow, hot, humid, a high of 90. Saturday, hot, humid, a high of 92, they're saying now on Saturday. Sunday, chance for rain, humid, a high of 84. Monday, partly sunny, a high of 83 degrees.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast is sponsored by Dave Drake Camp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit DaveDrakeCamp.com. We have a special guest with us.
We do. We're very excited. He's one of the fine men in blue, Milwaukee Police Department Sergeant Efrain Cornejo, a very good friend of the show and one of the really good guys. Sergeant, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me here. I always have a good time here.
Need to turn your microphone on. We are so glad that you're here. Thanks for getting in here. Thanks for spending time with us. Thanks for being a voice. Most of all, I want to start by beginning thanking you and the men and women that serve us, that protect us, that are in our communities. Thank you so much. We don't take it for granted.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate it. Obviously, we've had a very difficult last couple of months, and all the support that we can get is very appreciated. And just hearing those words, brings comfort sometimes.
That's so nice. So, did you grow up going to the state fair?
So I didn't grow up necessarily coming to the state fair, but I did as I became a young adult. I do enjoy coming to the fair.
Okay, what's the favorite thing to do? Do you have a tradition, or do you like to do certain things? What are we doing?
I like to get try some of the food, some of the that are out here. My favorite thing is I always have to get some corn. And that's both the combination of just the regular corn, and then now that we have the Mexican corn here too, I usually have to get one of each when I come out here.
Corn for both hands.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
we're glad that you navigated the crowds and came out here with us. I want to ask you about a broad question about something that's been in the news, a couple of pursuits recently, police pursuing the bad guys, which I think is a good idea, and there have been accidents related to that. The department takes it very seriously, the protocols that are in place for when they chase and how they pursue and that sort of thing. How much of a discussion point is that within the department? I know there's, like I said, protocols in place.
Yeah, we do have a pursuit policy, and it's very, safety of everyone involved is paramount to us, right? Because it's not just the people that are involved in the pursuit. It does involve our officers, and it involves other members of the public that are not engaged. So we do take all those risks into consideration with these pursuits, and there is criteria for some of these pursuits because they are very dangerous, and unfortunately we've seen the last couple months some unfortunate incidences where some individuals have lost their lives due to crashes because of these pursuits.
What an incredible story that just happened. There's a 17-year-old that crashed into a tree during a police chase. The car exploded, and 2 officers were injured trying to rescue the teen from the burning car. I don't think that people really understand how much the officers put themselves in harm's way to save others, even if there's some crime that's taking place, looking at the welfare of all of our community.
Yes, and that is the professionalism of our officers, and it is expected, right? Not just to apprehend the individuals that are committing these crimes, but sometimes like that unfortunate circumstance like yesterday, that individual still needed our help after the pursuit, right? And then officers were trying to rescue him. I've seen the videos that are circulating. I've seen fire extinguishers being used, and unfortunately, our officers got hurt too, and they sustained non-fatal injuries, and they're recovering, and we wish them a full recovery. And our hearts go out to the individual that also lost his life in regards to this, regardless of the circumstances that led up to it.
Julia's right that the heroism is amazing and remarkable. You mentioned earlier it's been a tough couple of months. Kendall Corder, we lost him. His partner is continuing to recover. How do the guys and gals compartmentalize? I mean, the rest of us covered the news story, and then the next day we went on to the next news story. Your men and women have to go back on the street and do their job. How do they do that?
I can only speak on my standpoint, and it is very difficult in all circumstances. This isn't the first officer line of duty death that I've unfortunately had to been involved in, and we just have a high regard to our professionalism and to our profession to serve our community, that we have, we come out here day in and day out to do what we came to serve, and that's our community. It is very difficult. I know some people may or may not know, but I also have 2 other brothers that are on the department as well.
Oh, wow. What did they do? Which district?
So one of them is from District 2, where Officer Corder worked out of, and it's just a different, to me, it hit a little bit different because I could see my loved one suffer for the loss of his coworker, a brother, right? He's a lot of different things when you get into this profession, and it's just, it's just a different feeling when you have that bond with someone that really is your blood brother, and you see them hurt for a brother brother in blue. So it just really is different, and just trying to be there differently for my brother during that difficult time is also been a different experience for me compared to other line of duty devs.
Recruitment, how has that been going this summer?
So we are pushing heavily. It's a partnership with the Fire and Police Commission, but we need people out there to continue to apply. We have a class that just got sworn in. It was a little over 40 people that came into this recruit class, which is almost double of what we had the last 2. So we hope that to continue to get those numbers up and continue to rise. And we are working on recruitment campaigns. So we're trying to push as much as we can to find the individuals that have that feeling for this calling, right, to come and serve their community. And we welcome everyone that wants to do that and engage in that. We need all the help that we can, and it is a noble profession. And I like to think that some of the things that I like is a lot of the community engagement. I don't always like coming to talk to you guys, but I'm here.
You're doing a great job of it. So let's talk about that community engagement really quick. National Night Out. There's several times we do this in Milwaukee. It's incredible. You hang out with law enforcement. You kind of let them become your neighbors. You connect with first responders. National Night Out is great for families. It's a sense of community. You've got a couple of these coming up really soon, right?
Yes. We've had some that already passed this week. They started this week, but we have one going on today. One today starts at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's at District 6. So theirs is located at 2200 West Kinnick Avenue, River Parkway. West Kinnick River Parkway, not Avenue. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a couple more starting on Monday. I think it is here. Yeah, Monday the 11th, District 5's. Theirs is at Kern Park, and it starts at 3 p.m. And then we'll have District 2 on Tuesday, the 12th. Theirs is at Pulaski Park, and it starts at 3 p.m. And then we have District 3 at Johnson's Park on the 13th. I think I might have missed District 1. That one will be tomorrow, and that's at Maryland Avenue Montessori School.
And the one tonight is with District 6. That's awesome.
Yep. Here's the easiest way to stay on top of that. They have a really great social media presence, the Milwaukee Police Department. So check out their social media presence, and you can get all those dates, all those times. It's a great thing to take your family to. Sergeant Efren Cornejo, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Thanks for what you do for our community.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to continue to be on your show.
Yeah, you'll be here with us once a month.
That's going to be great
Perfect.
for us. Thank you, Sergeant.
It is great. Thank you.
All right, time for the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Kind of a mixed bag today. The NASDAQ was up 73 points. The Dow was down 224. The S&P came back a little bit at the end, but ended down 5 points. Annex Wealth Management, know the difference with Annex. We are sponsored by Sweet Talks Med Spa, where they say self-love starts at Sweet Talks.
It doesn't get any headlines, just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. And there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
Landworks Wisconsin takes care of my yard, and they do an absolutely fantastic job. Last year, they came in and they completely renovated everything. New bedding, new landscaping, new flowers, new plants, and my wife is so happy, and you know how that goes. If she's happy, I'm happy. It's Landworks Wisconsin, local Wisconsin company. They do big projects. They do small projects. They'll take your yard. They'll make it more beautiful. Have a beautiful yard. They'll take it to the next level. Innovative designs and super cost-effective. The teams I trust are at Landworks Wisconsin.
Earn now, spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, rewards members can earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store, redeemable just like cash after August 21st. Start earning today on men's work and sport pocket tees, $12.99. Rewards members pay $10.99. Save $7 on select bags of Nutrish dog food. And 50-foot Yellow Jacket extension cords are half price, just $24.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show, live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
According to the Census Bureau, more than 12,000 Americans are turning 65 each day. It's a surge they call Peak 65, the highest number in history. 65 is traditional retirement age because it matches up with Medicare, but Gallup found 61 is the average retirement age. Some Annex clients retire early, but we also have clients working at 70 because they love what they do. You know why? Because they've got plans built by fee-only fiduciaries, plans custom-tailored to their lifestyle. They identify their wants and needs, and we went to work building investment, retirement, tax, and estate plans in their best interest. Proper retirement planning doesn't start the week before you retire. Having a focused plan built by our in-house teams will go a long way in helping you reach the retirement you desire. It all starts with the conversation you probably already have in the back of your mind. It's time to put that into action and contact Annex. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Visit AnnexWealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Politics, work, daily stressors. Let's take a break from all that and get centered, Christ-centered. I'm Pastor Tim Butker. Join me each week for Christian Crusaders, a broadcast that highlights the gospel, the good news of Jesus, and our belief in the authoritative Word of God. Christ-centered, gospel-oriented, Bible-based Christian Crusaders. Please join us Sundays at 6 a.m. on WTMJ. We'd love to have you worship with us.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
I'm John Mercure. Your top story: a teenager dies after a police chase and fiery crash.
I'm Julia Fellow. A deadly helicopter crash in Illinois.
I'm Sean Brenda in for Debbie Laska. Welcome to your afternoon rush hour. We have a couple of backups, especially on a 94 southbound. We're seeing backups begin once you enter the Market interchange. It clears up once you pass the Kinnickinnick River. Got heavy backups on 43 southbound due to the right lane being blocked due to a disabled vehicle 0.3 miles beyond the ramp from Good Hope Road. Those backups start all the way at Brown Deer Road and clears up once you pass that disabled vehicle on Good Hope Road. 43 northbound, we're seeing backups starting at State Street and clears up once you pass North Avenue. And then, of course, if you're heading 94 westbound, we're seeing those regular backups starting from South 16th Street through the State Interchange, which clears up once you pass Mitchell Boulevard. I'm Sean Brenda in for Debbie Laska with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
An air quality alert has been pushed until 11 o'clock tonight for all of southeastern Wisconsin. Tonight, lingering showers, storms are possible. Be mostly cloudy, then a low of 70. Tomorrow, hot and humid with scattered showers and storms. A high of 90. Right now, here at the State Fair, it's 81 degrees.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, a teenager's dead, 2 officers injured after police chase and a fiery crash on Milwaukee's north side. Police say they saw a car driving recklessly near 19th and Hampton. The driver was wanted for a felony. They tried to stop the car. The driver fled. There was a police chase. The 17-year-old driver then hit a tree. The car burst into flames. That teen died. 2 Milwaukee police officers who rescued the driver from the fire were also taken to the hospital for their injuries, but they're expected to be okay.
The case that ruled incompetent to stand trial.
37-year-old Matthew Novick faces 6 felonies, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety and pointing a firearm at an officer. Novak barricaded himself with weapons inside a home in Fredonia in May, standing off with police for 38 hours before being arrested. He did spend time inside a behavioral mental health facility before being taken to jail. The judge ruled that Novak is likely to regain competency with treatment. He's due back in court in November. Sean Brenda, WTMJ News.
The mother of the Abundant Life Christian School shooter in Madison has died. The Wisconsin State Journal reports Melissa Rupnow was found dead in Janesville last week. Her 15-year-old daughter, Natalie, killed a fellow student and teacher at the school and injured several more before turning the gun on herself. Melissa Rupnow's ex-husband, Jeffrey, faces charges for allowing Natalie to access the weapons she used in the shooting.
The man charged in a deadly crash with a lawn tractor is bound for trial. 49-year-old Matthew Brennicky pled not guilty to felony hit and run involving death. He's accused of driving off after striking a lawn tractor, killing 87-year-old Alan Amy in Oconomowoc on July 14th. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years in prison.
Members of the public will soon have their chance to submit designs for a new Milwaukee City flag, which will be narrowed down to 10 finalists by an 8-member task force.
Details regarding public engagement in the city flag design process are still being determined by the task force, but Thursday the body concurred that August 19th would be the likely start date for submissions from the public. Venus Williams chairs the task force.
I have spent the past few weeks touching base with other cities who have recently gone through this process.
The target deadline for submissions is September 30th. At City Hall, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
It's not just about the food, it's about the music at the State Fair. Communications and stage manager for the Bud Pavilion, Josh Quinn, tells WTMJ what it takes to book 33 bands for 11 days.
We start booking probably 3 or 4 months after the fair ends. We receive upwards of 100 submissions every year to play the Bud Pavilion from bands and musicians, actually from around the country, but we try to keep it as local as possible.
Quinn says this year the new stage is called the Rock and Roll Beer Garden, allows them to expand their offerings.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Hey, the Brewers are home after a 6-0 road trip. A 6-game homestand begins tomorrow against the Mets. Outfielder Jackson Chourio is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks with a hamstring strain.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:35.
Who's up for some fun? Visit Food and Farm Exploration Center in charming Plover, Wisconsin. Whether you're 2 or 90, an adventure awaits you. There are exhibits, events, outdoor activities, cooking classes, and a cafe with amazing food and a selection of adult beverages. For those of you no longer into juice boxes. Did we mention we have the world's largest potato masher? Everybody has fun. Everybody learns something. For tickets, just show up or visit us online at explorefoodandfarm.org.
Vita Hearing Care. They've taken care of me big time, so I don't hear very well. I know. My wife was right, again. So I went into Vita Hearing Care. They got fitted for hearing aids. They're absolutely fantastic. They've got 2 locations in Mount Pleasant and Waterford. They just will make your life better. They believe every conversation, melody, and memory should be absolutely effortless. It's so easy. Get started today by visiting VitaHearingCare.com to learn more. It's VitaHearingCare.com. Hearing well isn't just about detecting sounds. It's fully embracing life's meaningful moments. You'll get that done at Vita. Life is sweeter with Vita.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News on WTMJ.
It is Bank 5-9 Day at the Wisconsin State Fair. I love this. The Red Army is out in Central Park between us and the new dairy building. And the man in charge, the man with the plan, is Tim Schneider, and he is with us here in our State Fair studio. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here, Tim.
Yeah, thanks for having me, John. Appreciate it.
Why are days like today important? I mean, you guys could sit in the bank and do what you do every single day, and you decide to be really involved in the community.
Well, we're all about relationships, right? And we're creating relationships out here at State Fair, meeting some of our existing customers, meeting potential new customers. It's just fun to be involved out here.
What
a
a great initiative.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do in order to win something?
That might be a Jeff question because it's the first time I made it out
You have to do
for this.
something nice.
You have to throw the dice.
You have to throw the dice, and if it's an odd or an even, you either high-five someone or you give someone a compliment.
I was too busy talking to people. I didn't even pay attention. So.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But that's part of Bank 5-9 is that you're always in the community. Is that a cornerstone of what you do?
Absolutely. Our mission statement is make lives better, and we do that in so many different ways, whether it be our employees volunteering for various events, a number of them that are out here, the dollars that we give back in the communities, the things that we do to support our communities where our branches are located. It's very important to our business model, and we love doing it. We just really love doing it.
So we're here at the State Fair, Tim. You grew up on a dairy farm. We're going to talk about that more in a second here. But do you feel comfortable out here? I mean, the livestock, walking around, the people with the hats on. Are you at ease out here?
Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely feels comfortable. When I was growing up, we didn't get to get off the farm very often, but occasionally we'd come down to State Fair. Normally it was more the county fairs and those kinds of things. So, similar experience, just a little bit smaller.
What was your day like or morning like?
Got up, milked the cows, went to school, came home, did some chores, milked the cows a little bit more, fed them, did some other things. So had a little bit of time for fun. I had a basketball hoop set up in our shop, and I used to shoot hoops at night all the time. I love playing basketball, so yeah.
So did we have the spotted cows, or did we have like the brown Swiss cows?
No, we had the black and white Holsteins.
Oh.
Yep, the spotted cows, if you want to call them.
Okay, so sneak peek here. You know the series Mercurius that we
Yes, I love
relaunched. We just finished shooting one recently, and it's incredible. And Tim Schneider is the star of it. It's the Mercurius that was shot on a dairy farm. And I was amazed. This is a guy with a powerful position who runs banks, and you should have seen him on the farm. It was really, really incredible and so knowledgeable. And you were telling me that vacation was maybe you guys would take like 5 hours off and sneak away to somewhere. Life on the dairy farm wasn't easy, was it?
It wasn't. No, a lot of work. Cows had to be milked twice a day. You had lots of chores to do. We ran a couple thousand acres, a lot of land to be tended to, so it was very, very busy. Taught me a great work ethic. So,
I was going to ask you, is there any similarities between working on the farm and working in a bank?
Well, I think it is the work ethic piece, and it's an important piece of my upbringing, and I feel strongly about that, and hopefully it relates to other folks that are committed to doing what they need to do on a daily basis.
Does it connect you to the community more, thinking about the small businesses or even farmers that are looking for loans?
I think it does. I mean, obviously my family was a very entrepreneurial family. My dad and 4 of his brothers merged their operations at one point in time and had the largest dairy farm in the state in the late 70s. We had 500 cows. And I think they had the entrepreneurial bent, so some of that's in my DNA as well.
I want to ask you about your involvement here at the fair. By the way, if you're in your car, come out to Central Park because Bank 5-9 is giving away really cool stuff, and you can learn more about the bank and how they're involved in the community. So come out and do that. I wanted to ask you about the increased sponsorship and presence out here. Bank 5-9 Main Stage, you guys are now part of it, Wisconsin State Fair. Bank 5-9 Amphitheater. Julie's going to be at the Hairbangers Ball over there coming up later this afternoon. She might sneak out a little bit early, actually. At the
Amphitheater? I grew my hair just for that event.
At the Amphitheater. You'd fit in with that hat on. So tell us why the decision to invest in a place like this.
Well, we've seen a lot of benefits from the amphitheater investment that we've made for, I think it's 5 years now. And we just felt like doubling down made a lot of sense. Very much aligned from a mission statement standpoint between the State Fair and us. And we see so many people out here, and we've got people here all the time connecting with folks. And that's what it's all about.
Is it nice to have your employees volunteer and, find something they're passionate about and volunteer in the community?
They love to do that, and we have many opportunities for them to volunteer in various activities. And we really encourage them to do that wherever they feel like they're passionate about something. So this is one of the places that a number of them like to come out.
Tim Schneider is with us in our Bank 5-9 studio. How good does that sound, by the way? Tell us about Tim's Treat.
So Tim's Treat is basically an activity that was created by our marketing department, Jeff McCarthy and Heather and Becky and Megan. Megan wasn't here when it was created, but it gets me out in the communities. Once a month, I go out to various businesses that we support in the communities in our various markets, and I hand out basically gift cards to people. So it's a great chance to interact with folks in the community, and much of it has ultimately turned into potential business as well. So it's been great. What's interesting about it, though, is how surprised people are that we're just doing these random acts of kindness out in the community. Many of them are shocked.
Okay, where's your next location? No, just kidding.
Well, I did one at State Fair last night, which was super cool.
What's the reaction of people?
So last night the idea was that we were going to take 4 people from the nosebleed section and bring them down to VIP. So we got to walk up and we chose a family, and they were just stunned.
That is really, really cool. How competitive is banking?
Super competitive.
So is it customer service primarily that sets you apart? What is it that sets you apart? You all have checking accounts and savings accounts.
Exactly. We all sell the same products. I think it very much is the culture and the customer service that we provide, which we go above and beyond. Our people do an outstanding job, and we retain our clients very well.
Tim Schneider is the CEO of Bank 5-9. They've got a really cool activation. I used to hate that word, but I guess that's my marketing people say it's an activation is happening. Right here. Come on out. Look for the red shirts. You can roll the dice.
It's activated. It's locked and loaded.
It is. It's rolling right now. How long does this thing go? 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're in your car, come on out here. They're making a difference, and they'll help you make a difference. Tim Schneider, always good to see you. Bank 5-9 Studio.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, fun to be here.
It is 3:43 at WTMJ. WTMJ's Eric Bilstead is part of what's happening here, and he is outside. Hey, Eric.
Good afternoon. That's right. So Tim's right, 859, and we'll be here for Bank 5-9 until 5 p.m. today. So 5 p.m. is how long we'll be at the Central Park here in the middle of State Fair. So here's what's so cool about this is everything that you guys were just talking about. We're trying to emulate that here with all the State Fair goers. So what are we doing? Well, we're handing out compliments. Oh, we're also shaking hands, giving high fives. Maybe you're doing a different good deed. You're doing something to make someone else's lives better, which is basically the mission statement for Bank 5-9, right? Make lives better. If you can do that through kindness, close enough, it's going to work for you. So Bank 5-9 is here till 5. We'll be here the entire time. Come by and stop by and say hello. Win yourself a little something free if you do pay us a compliment or pay your friends a compliment or roll the die. And we'll be here again till 5 o'clock. One other thing we should point out, by the way, there's a couple of stages here that Bank 5-9 is a part of, including the amphitheater, which is the largest free stage on the grounds. And some of the bands they got here, it's pretty cool. It's worth checking out. It's worth stopping by. If you're going to be here tonight, it's the Hairbangers Ball. So I know where I'm going to see Mercure in just a couple of hours. Stop by. Bank 5-9 will be here until 5 o'clock, but I'm sure we'll linger a little bit right here at the Wisconsin State Fair on WDTMJ.
Now that you're ready to purchase a new bike, do yourself a solid by stopping by one of our Wheel and Sprocket stores to test ride an electric bike, better known today as an e-bike. And let me tell you, these bikes are a game changer because you can ride a whole lot further without even breaking a sweat. We're talking 20 to 50 miles on a single charge. So even riding uphill comes with tons of thrills. But before you decide, stop by any of our Wheel and Sprocket locations first and let us explain in detail what e-bikes are all about. And once you're here, you'll find rows and rows of bikes in a bunch of different styles and colors for you to see, touch, feel, and even test ride. After all, here at Wheel and Sprocket, we love bikes, which is why bikes are all we do.
Visit wheelandsprocket.com for a location near you.
I'm Amelia Kegel with Wheel and Sprocket. Life is short. Enjoy your ride.
Good idea to have a plumber in your contact list, and best to have it before an emergency. Vince Vitrano here. I've got your plumber. It's Horner Plumbing. My wife and I have them in our home right now working on a small project. Well, it's small for them, but any project is a big deal to you in your home, and you want it done right at a fair price. Horner Plumbing delivers upfront pricing, no surprises, clear, honest estimates from pros who stand by their work. $50 off that first service when you tell them Vinny sent you. HornerPlumbing.com.
With an ever-changing inventory, you never know what great bargains you're going to be able to find at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. It makes shopping fun because the best finds are the ones you had no idea you'd even come across. And when they're at thrift store prices, it feels good. And it feels even better to know you're helping us help others. Shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Traffic and then weather. Debbie Lazaga's out. Sean Brinda.
Hey, we got a couple of incidents on the road. We got a crash on 43 southbound due to the right lane being blocked due to a disabled vehicle. That's 0.3 miles beyond the ramp from Good Hope Road. Those backups begin once you pass Brown Deer Road. Clears up once you pass that incident. 43 northbound, we're seeing backups starting at State Street. They clear up once you pass North Avenue. 894 southbound, starting to see some backups beginning at West Oklahoma Avenue through the Hale interchange and clears up once you pass South 76th Street. I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Here is your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Lingering showers and storms possible tonight, a low of 70. Tomorrow, hot and humid, scattered showers and storms, a high of 90 degrees. Even hotter Saturday. Mostly sunny, a high of 92 degrees. Sunday, storm chances, partly cloudy, really warm, a high of 84. Monday, scattered showers and storms continue, a high of 83. Right now here at the State Fair, it is 81 degrees.
It feels warmer than 81, doesn't it?
Honestly, it was scorching, and of course I parked the furthest of any other day.
It felt 90, especially now there's some cloud cover, but when that sun was beaten down, man, it was really, really harsh out there.
But you're seeing a lot of people. Everybody
It's a big
knows
crowd.
you.
It's a big day. They know us, Julia. They like how you look in that hat.
Oh, I know. I love it.
Yeah.
The Bank 5-9 hat.
You should watch the show. Text the word watch to 855-616-1620. You can see us at the State
there's
Fair.
some pretty bad angles of me. Arnie just texted us.
Oh.
You look great.
Well, please. All right, let's get into this because United Airlines with major issues today. Our guy on aviation, he knows more about aviation than any other journalist I know. ABC's Alex
I don't know
Stone
about
is
that,
with
but
us.
thank you.
Well, I don't know many journalists. No, just kidding. Alex, what happened with United Airlines today?
Yeah, so the good news is that it was relatively short-lived. It was a computer problem that grounded all of their flights that were not already in the air. Globally, they were on the ground, but the damage was done. And it was last night for a couple hours, and today they're dealing with the outcome from that. There were hundreds of delays and cancellations last night, and then that rolled into today. This is a pilot on one of the flights telling passengers they were stuck waiting last night, that it was going to be a while, get up, walk around.
So I apologize. I'm going to turn off the seatbelt sign if you need to get up, just to stretch your legs or something. It might be a few minutes. I'm guessing it's going to be at least a half hour.
And it went on for a couple of hours last night. United had the most canceled flights, or does today, of any airline in the world. 162 canceled flights today, over 400 more that are delayed. Denver, Chicago, and Houston, United's big hubs, are feeling the impacts, along with San Francisco, L.A., Washington, Dulles, and Newark, their other big hubs. But this is what it sounded like last night on air traffic control radios as everybody was trying to figure out what was going on.
We're having
a bunch of issues right now. We had a nationwide outage.
And the ground, the planes that were on the ground couldn't go anywhere, and those that were coming in, they could not deplane because there were no open gates. So everybody had to sit for hours. And United says this was a computer system that went down. It's a system called Unimatic. This houses their data for flights like weight and balance and flight time, and then feeds that data into other systems that need it. On the ground, though, people were just stuck sitting on the planes.
By like the first hour, there's a few people like that were already standing up and like just walking around the cabin because there was nothing else to do. I mean, I got on Netflix, so like it was just that mainly.
And others were stuck as well.
They did give us some water, though.
Yeah.
They were being nice, but there was nothing like the flight attendants or anyone on the plane could really do about it. So it's like, but they were like supplying us and like just like trying to keep us. It just seemed like they didn't really know what was going on either. Yeah.
So guys, United says that they treated this as a controllable delay, which they arguably didn't have to do that because it was kind of out of their control when it's a computer malfunction. But they went ahead and paid for hotels and meals for everybody impacted. United has learned the PR lessons of the past. Remember when the guy was pulled off the plane and it got real bad for United for quite a while, and then Southwest has had their problems with computer meltdowns. So it seemed like the better PR move on this was to say, you know what, we don't have to do this, but we're going to get everybody hotels and meals. It was all resolved in a couple hours. Never impacted United Express regional flights, just the mainline planes that were in the air, but they had a very brief version of this about 2 weeks ago. I was in San Francisco, and everything backed up when their computers went down globally, but it was for only about a half an hour. So this was a longer version of that as they are upgrading systems. Alaska had something similar a few weeks ago. All of the airlines have at times, Spirit, Southwest, all of them. But this was United's turn, and they say that they had the computer glitch, that it was not a cyber incident, and now they've got everything back up and running.
We have ABC's Alex Stone with us. Alex, United insists this wasn't a cyber attack. So what was it? Because experts are saying how vulnerable airline systems are with future tech failures.
Yeah, and Hawaiian Airlines, which is now owned by Alaska, they had a cyber incident a few weeks ago that crippled their systems for a while. And then Alaska immediately had one right after that, but they were very quick to say that was not a cyber incident at Alaska. It was more similar to what United has here as they are upgrading older systems. And that as they do it, and again, we've seen it at Southwest when they had their old system, that as airlines are becoming more modern, their computers aren't always becoming more modern. And when they do update them, sometimes there's a conflict there and systems don't talk to other systems, and then they have a glitch. Sometimes it goes on a lot longer than this one did. Luckily, only being 2 or 3 hours, that they were able to kind of get the ball rolling again, and minimal cancellations today compared to what Southwest and some others have had previously. But this is, like any company out there, that there are problems when they try to upgrade systems, and they say that's what they were doing last night, and then they had to kind of roll everything back and get it running again.
So, Alex, you know that it's sometimes planes and crews ending up in the right place when things like this happen. It's pilots and crews timing out because there are strict regulations on how long pilots can be in the cockpit. Did that roll over into today, or as we sit here right now, are United flights and their schedule pretty much back on pace?
Yeah, that's what they're dealing with today. So around 400 delayed flights today, 162 canceled flights for United because they are trying to get everything where they're supposed to be. That plane that would have gone from Denver to Milwaukee, back to Denver, down to Albuquerque, back to Denver, over to New Orleans, didn't do any of that last night. And so they've got to figure out where do they put that crew, where do they put that plane, and kind of advance to where it should have been today and cancel all those flights that it didn't make. So they're having to do that now and then get all those passengers on all those canceled flights to where they need to go. Today they're trying to make this kind of their reset day after last night, where they're going to have that 162 canceled flights where they hope the planes will be where they should be tomorrow morning, and then they can get going. Where, remember, again, when Southwest had their major meltdown, it took them weeks to figure out how to get everything where it needed to be because crews were in the wrong cities and they couldn't get to where they need. So there have been a lot of lessons, but also airlines want to do it as quickly as they can, because if they just keep trying to make up every flight that is delayed or canceled, they'll never catch up. So they just kind of have to skip over the cities that missed out and then move to where they need to be by tomorrow.
And outages like these can cost tens of millions of dollars, guys. A smaller IT outage in Delta, for example, in 2016, reportedly cost $150 million. Wow. And in 2022 with Southwest, their meltdown cost the airline over $800 million.
Yeah,
Though that
it's
was
a
a
lot of
multi-day
money.
disruption. So this needs to be figured out, not just for people, but for all these reimbursements.
Yeah, and it's long term as well, the PR impact. That's why they did the hotels and meals right away, so that people would say, well, it wasn't great, but they paid for my hotel, versus it wasn't great and I slept on the airport floor and they didn't pay for my meals, which we've heard previously on airlines that have had meltdowns. But it can be a long-term thing where somebody gets that image of your airline and then they never want to fly you again, and they tell their friends of how terrible it was, and then so then they go somewhere else. So this is now all about trying to fix these as quickly as they can when they do go down, and then minimize the impact of it as quickly as they can. And it seems like in this case, compared to some that we've seen in the past, like that Delta one, if you remember, that was a CrowdStrike problem. Remember when that whole system went down?
Right.
That went on for a long time, and Southwest went on for a long time as well when they had their issue. That this one is a relatively small one compared to those, and they got everything up and running again, but still, it can do a lot of damage. And so it was about trying to get planes going again, and then those who couldn't go saying, you know what, we're going to pay for your hotel and pay for your meals, and we'll get you out tomorrow morning.
ABC's Alex Stone. Alex, thank you so much.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Hey, coming up during the next hour, an inspiring story from the Wisconsin Products Pavilion here at the State Fair. A young man who launched a ketchup business after a major health scare. And also, attorney Anthony Cotton, high-profile cases in the last 2 weeks with Morgan Geyser, Maxwell Anderson. Anthony Cotton live in our State Fair studio. First, it's business headlines.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Rockwell Automation says that it will invest $2 billion over the next 5 years in its plants, employees, and digital infrastructure. The investments will focus on facilities in the United States, including those in Wisconsin, where the company has operations in Milwaukee and Mequon. Plans for a public market at the site of the former Boston store in Brookfield are tightening up ahead of a public hearing scheduled for next week. One of the biggest adjustments has been increasing the number of vendor spaces from 12 to 15. Molson Coors sustained an unexpected spike in aluminum prices indirectly related to tariffs during its last quarter. CEO Gavin Hattersley said the higher costs won't translate to hikes in beer prices. I'm Addison Lathers from MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on 620 WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
John Mercure here for my friends at Dave Drake Camp Heating and Cooling. Right now, it's pretty hot out, going to be steamy the next couple of days. And you know what? There's at least a month of hot weather left. So if your system is kind of bumping along, it's clunky, it's not working how you want it to, now's the time to get on the schedule with Dave Drake Camp Heating and Cooling. They'll come out, they'll assess it, they'll do some maintenance if it's necessary. They're not going to come out and try to sell you a new system. They'll try to fix what you have. And if it comes to needing a new system, you'll always know that you've gotten a truthful assessment from their kind and professional team. Maybe it's just maintenance. They'll take care of that for you. They've come to our house many, many times over the dozen or so years that we have had them. It's Dave Drake Camp Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their comfort. It's their solution. Visit DaveDrakeCamp.com today. You can Google it, DaveDrakeCamp.com.
According to the Census Bureau, more than 12,000 Americans are turning 65 each day. It's a surge they call Peak 65, the highest number in history. 65 is traditional retirement age because it matches up with Medicare, but Gallup found 61 is the average retirement age. Some Annex clients retire early, but we also have clients working at 70 because they love what they do. You know why? Because they've got plans built by fee-only fiduciaries, plans custom-tailored to their lifestyle. They identify their wants and needs, and we went to work building investment, retirement, tax, and estate plans in their best interest. Proper retirement planning doesn't start the week before you retire. Having a focused plan built by our in-house teams will go a long way in helping you reach the retirement you desire. It all starts with the conversation you probably already have in the back of your mind. It's time to put that into action and contact Annex. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Visit AnnexWealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Politics, work, daily stressors. Let's take a break from all that and get centered. Christ-centered. I'm Pastor Tim Butker. Join me each week for Christian Crusaders, a broadcast that highlights the gospel, the good news of Jesus, and our belief in the authoritative Word of God. Christ-centered, gospel-oriented, Bible-based Christian Crusaders. Please join us Sundays at 6 a.m. on WTMJ. We'd love to have you worship with us.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
The place you want to go, Lynch McWanago.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
The Wisconsin State Fair is here. Catch WTMJ broadcasting live throughout the run of the fair at the Bank 59 studios. Come by, say hi, and enjoy the fair with us. We are Wisconsin's radio station, live at the Wisconsin State Fair. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
I'm John Mercure. Your top story, a Milwaukee murderer appealing his life sentence.
I'm Julia Fellow. Crashes and car pileups in foggy conditions.
I'm Sean Brenda in for Debbie Lasko. We have a couple of incidents out on the road. If you are heading on a 43 southbound, be aware that the right lane is blocked due to a disabled vehicle 0.3 miles beyond the ramp from Good Hope Road. Those backups begin once you pass Brown Deer Road and clear up once you pass that incident. And then we have backups starting on I-94 westbound, starting from South 16th Street through the same interchange, which clears up past Metro Boulevard. 94 eastbound is starting to see backups starting at the State Fairgrounds, and it clears up once you pass the Stadium interchange. 41 northbound seeing backups from a West Watertown Plank Road to Hampton, and 41 southbound seeing backups starting past Good Hope Road and clears up once you pass Capitol Drive. I'm Sean Brenda in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
An air quality alert in effect until 11 o'clock for southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, rain is possible, low 70. Tomorrow, hot and humid, a high of 90. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, convicted murderer Maxwell Anderson begins the appeal process.
Anderson's attorney filed a notice for post-conviction relief on Tuesday. Anderson is also requesting that the public defender's office appoint him counsel moving forward. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole last Friday in the death and dismemberment of 19-year-old Sade Robinson. Anderson is currently serving his sentence at the Dodge Correctional Institution in Waupun. Elizabeth Linton in WTMJ News.
Anderson's attorney Anthony Cotton joins us live in the State Fair studio at 4:45.
Thick fog to blame for two large crashes in Sheboygan County.
Visibility was brutal this morning around 7:30 when two pileups occurred on Highway 23 in Sheboygan Falls. Deputies were originally called to the scene of a crash that involved at least 9 vehicles on 23 near Sunset Road. And as sheriff's deputies arrived and began shutting down the roadway, another 6-vehicle accident took place on the same road. The sheriff's office says there were serious, life-threatening injuries. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
ICE is dealing with issues in 2 different regions. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette.
A federal judge has ordered construction to be temporarily halted at the Immigration Detention Center in the Florida Everglades, dubbed Alligator Alcatraz. A lawsuit was filed against federal and state officials alleging the violation of environmental laws. ICE is also dealing with the death of a detainee at its facility in central Pennsylvania. Chinese citizen 32-year-old Cha Feng-gi was found hanging by his neck in a shower room Tuesday morning. It's the 15th death in ICE custody since October, a higher number compared to other years. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
The country's top triathlon athletes are coming to Milwaukee this week for the USA National Championships.
Event director Brian D'Amico says this is the 7th time the national championship has been held in Milwaukee.
It really lays out well, not only from a competition standpoint and the support we get from the city, but also from the ease of accessibility and just the overall vibe and feel of the event.
More than 3,800 athletes are competing, ranging from all ages.
Really, where that bell curve is between the 35 and 49 age group, but we'll have athletes all 50 states, as young as 15 and as old as 85 plus.
Sean Brenda, WTMJ News.
Big time winner at the Wisconsin State Fair. The grand champion steer sold for $35,000 during the Governor's Blue Ribbon auction. Josie Lawrence of Woodville sold her prize-winning steer to Kenosha Beef. Executive Director and CEO Sherry Black tells Wisconsin's Morning News.
Making it to the governor's Blue Ribbon Livestock Auction can be life-changing, but these kids work really hard, and they use this money typically to pay for their education, which is fantastic. I know that's what helped me get through school. So it's really making a difference in many people's lives.
Typically, some of the winning meat is donated to food pantries.
Coming up, preventing forest fires, or else a famous bear takes you to jail.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 4:05.
A cancer diagnosis shouldn't mean we can't make plans. It shouldn't mean living without joy or optimism. Cancer shouldn't be calling the shots. At the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Cancer Network, we're pushing to put cancer in its place by pulling together teams of leading specialists and researchers who work tirelessly for breakthroughs, who are developing innovative ways to treat every cancer, to treat your cancer. And by providing the largest cancer clinical trials treatment program in Wisconsin, so there are more treatment options and more reasons to be hopeful. So let's keep innovating. Let's keep discovering. Let's push to make every cancer diagnosis a story of survivorship and bring back the lightness of life that cancer takes away. To learn more about breakthrough cancer care, visit Froedtert.com/cancer.
Miller Life Sports Bar and Grill, it's Leff's, is fueling our WTMJ team throughout the Wisconsin State Fair. And we're eating good because they've got great food. Located at Grandstand Avenue and 2nd Street, it's the place to be for French onion cheese curds, meatloaf and mashed bomb pops, live music daily. You can see the full lineup at Leff's.com. It's Leff's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill.
Earn now, spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, rewards members can earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store, redeemable just like cash after August 21st. Start earning on Canaday All Life Stages dog food, $10 off. Select Tide laundry detergent, $11.99 for rewards members. And 50-foot Yellow Jacket extension cords are half price, just $24.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 4:07.
A famous bear on hand for an arrest in Florida. CBS Deborah Rodriguez.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey Bear himself held the door of the squad car open for a man accused of stealing large fire prevention signs of Smokey's likeness from state forests. From Pensacola all the way to Orlando. Police accuse the suspect of selling them on Facebook Marketplace for nearly $2,000 apiece. After reminding that theft of federal trademark property from public lands is illegal, Florida Agriculture Commissioner Wilton Stimson asked, what happens when dumb criminals poke the bear? Answer, they get burned. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Packers begin the preseason Saturday against the New York Jets at Lambeau. Next week, the team will travel to Indianapolis for joint practices with the Colts in advance of preseason game number 2. And the Brewers are the first team in Major League history to have a road trip where they scored 50 runs, didn't lose a game, and didn't commit an error. The Brewers carry a 6-game winning streak into tomorrow night's game against the Mets.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 4:08.
This report is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. It's siding and a whole lot more. Visit sidingunlimited.com.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. The reality is, we do sell great products, but your decision should be based on what people you want to work with, which company is proven to deliver to reduce the chance that you, the homeowner, the customer, might make a poor decision. Siding Unlimited has done it. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. We are even Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech decking installer. The accolades, awards, and respect is earned. Windows, windows, windows. Yes, Siding Unlimited does windows. We do more. We do it really well. So you can count on Siding Unlimited to prove to yourself that you made the right decision. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 5-9 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Oh, what a beautiful day at the fair.
Ooh, hot day.
It's a steamy one. Feels like summer today. Bank 5-9 studio is where we are sitting, and Bank 5-9 has something cool going on right across the plaza here from us. You can head out and you can win some cool prizes over there. Let's head outside. How's everybody doing out there?
Woo!
Great day at the fair. I love the fair. I love the traditions. I love everything about it. All right, what's your name and where are you from?
My name's Amy, and I'm from Franklin.
Amy from Franklin. Do you have a state fair tradition that you really like?
My mom and I like to come here every year, and we usually get the baked potato and the corn on the cob, and we like to walk around and just see all the stuff. Cream puffs, all the classic foods.
I love
wonderful.
it. Those are great foods. So you like that Wisconsin Products Pavilion?
Yes, that's always our first stop.
That's
Did you hear about the Costco that will soon be coming to Franklin?
Yes.
Are you excited?
We are. It's going to make for some more traffic, for sure, but we
right.
always go to the one in New Berlin, so it'll be nice to have one closer.
Yep, they're doing some analysis on that traffic right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thanks.
We are at the Bank 5-9 studio. 855-616-1620 if you want to be part of the show. All right, back we go outside. What's your name and where are you from?
Jim Leifer, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin.
Tosa, what are you holding? What is that?
I am eating an annual turkey leg from Charlie's.
That is a
on the
big
west side
turkey
of the
leg.
fair.
I was going to ask you what your traditions are, but I guess it's turkey leg.
I already had a pizza brat, and I lifted a 155-pound barbell over at the U.S. Army Center.
Oh, my goodness.
So
Wow.
It's
It's a brat.
155 pounds, no problem. I could have done 175.
Could have done it with one hand, Jim.
Yeah, I work out all the time.
How much does that turkey leg weigh, do you think?
I can do it.
That turkey leg looks like it weighs
I got to get my
155.
cream puff yet, and I've been all the way around the fair already. I've seen most of it. I was here at 10:30, so I'm still rocking, waiting
goodness.
for Bobby Friss and the
Yeah.
hair bangers.
Hair bangers ball.
The hairball, yeah.
The hairball bangers.
Whatever they're called.
Hey, Jim, thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, Euchre shirt, come on up here.
Aw,
come on
very
up here.
nice.
What's your name?
Hey, my name's Zach.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brown Deer.
Very nice. What's your tradition usually when you come to the state fair?
My tradition is, one, I got to get the garlic pickle.
Oh, wait. Are these garlic chips?
No, just a regular pickle that's garlic flavored.
Oh, okay.
Your kindred spirits. Julia loves pickles. She's kind of a fried pickle girl, but you're kindred spirits.
Wow, very nice.
Hey, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the run at the fair.
All right, thank you, guys.
We are here until 6 o'clock. We're here tomorrow until 6 o'clock in the Bank 5-9 studio. Make sure that you stop on by here. All right, come on up here, pretty lady. What's your name?
I am Susan, and this is my friend Kathy. Hi, hello.
Where are you from, ladies?
Wisconsin.
Where
Which
in Wisconsin?
city?
Oconomowoc area for both of us.
Okay, very
Okay.
nice.
So what's your favorite state fair tradition?
Oh, we come here every year, but this is new. This is chocolate, so we are trying the chocolate.
You're holding up cream puffs,
Cream puff.
and they're chocolate. Have you tried it yet?
Not yet.
It's really good.
Is it?
We
Yeah.
got a free pack.
I may have tried it 5 or 6
I'm excited
times.
to see you. I mean, I hear your voices all the time on the radio and didn't know what you look like.
Well, it's excited to see you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so what do you think? Did you picture us looking like this?
I guess I didn't picture you any certain way.
That's good.
Because we were just in the morning meeting, and John was talking about how somebody was saying something about John's height. What did they say, John?
They said, I thought you sounded taller on the radio. I didn't really know what that meant, especially since they were looking at me as I was sitting down in this chair. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And you guys look great.
Oh, thank you.
God bless you. All right, coming up on the show, we've got a lot of really great stuff coming your direction. A powerful story from the Wisconsin Products Pavilion and renowned criminal defense attorney Anthony Cotton live here in our State Fair studios. It is 4:14 on WTMJ.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here, live from the Wisconsin State Fair at Central Park, right outside the Dairy Building. Serious question, when's the last time you did something kind? When was the last time you volunteered? When's the last time you really did something for someone else? Today's the day to do that. We are in the Central Park along with Bank 59, and we are here to celebrate making lives better through kindness. So you can stop by. And see us. We'll be here through 5 at least. And you can stop by and learn how to do this. It's on behalf of Bank 59. So this is something that Bank 59 has done. This is part of their mission statement, making lives better through kindness. And they do that through their great products, of course, and their services, but they also do it through volunteerism and charitable giving. And for a bank that's been around since 1859, it's kind of cool when you have these local companies doing great things like that. Bank 59, we'll be here with them at WTMJ from Central Park, right outside the Dairy Building. Stop by, get yourself something free. If you do something kind, we'll see you till 5 o'clock on WTMJ.
When it rains, it pours. But sometimes it hails. Or worse.
That tornado warning again is for Fond du Lac and Dodge County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now.
Keep us within reach for Fleet Farm Storm Team alerts.
Even if a tornado does not touch down, we know that there are powerful straight line winds.
On 620 WTMJ and WTMJ.com.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich. Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday Matinee Baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Traffic and weather. Hey, Sean's in for Debbie. Hey there, Sean.
Hey, John. We have an incident out in Elm Grove. U.S. Route 18 is closed in both directions at Sunny Slope Road due to a crash. We have emergency crews out there. Not quite sure what's happening out there, but they do not have the camera out there, so whatever it is, it's pretty big. Out there in I-43 southbound, be aware that there is a backup once you pass North Avenue, and it goes all the way south into 94 southbound. It only clears up once you pass the Kinnickinnick River. If you're heading eastbound on 94, be aware that traffic does begin at the Zoo Interchange, goes past the State Fair Park, and only clears up once you pass the Stadium Interchange. I'm Sean Brunda, in for Debbie Lasco with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, a lingering shower is possible, a low of 70. Tomorrow, hot and humid, a high of 90. Saturday, sunny and hot, a high of 92. On Sunday, chance for rain, warm and humid again, a high of 84. And on Monday, partly sunny, a high of 83 degrees.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast is sponsored by Dave Dracamp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit DaveDracamp.com.
So every day at this time when we're at the Wisconsin State Fair, I like to wander down to the Wisconsin Products Pavilion and highlight a business, a local company, local products. And today is a very special story. The company is called Ketchup Please, and the founder, Evan Lapsa, is with us here in the studio. Evan, thank you so much. Good to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us about your company and the inspiration for it.
Yeah, so long story short, 2015, I had open heart surgery. Totally fine now, but thought about creating healthier foods for heart patients. And then about a year after that, my dad asked me to pass the ketchup please at dinner, and I thought it'd be pretty funny to name brand ketchup please, because people would be like, pass the ketchup please, please, every time they asked for it. And that's kind of where, I kind of knew I wanted to do and grow from there. So just had the name, and, we went out to create the best ketchup, organic, no sugar added. So we call it ketchup without compromise. You get everything you need without compromising on taste.
So you had your open heart surgery in 8th grade, correct?
In 8th grade, yes.
What was that like?
It was an interesting experience. I think the hardest part was actually miss the first part of school of my 8th grade year, which is kind of a weird time to miss school. But, I recovered well. I did everything the doctors told me, and my cardiologist says my heart's, if you didn't see my scar, you wouldn't even know it happened. So I'm very blessed.
What did you need fixed?
I had what's called an atrial septal defect. So I actually had a hole in my heart from birth that went unnoticed until I was 13 years old, and cut it on a complete whim. But
did you have symptoms? How was it discovered?
Actually, the only symptoms I had was I had numbness in my hands. And on a complete whim, my pediatrician said, hey, you might want to go see a cardiologist. It might be heart related. And sure enough, I had a hole in my heart. So
why did you need the surgery?
They've took the whole, they actually patched it together. So I had my left and right ventricle, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood were mixing.
Mhm.
It's a pretty complex issue, and my heart was enlarged, but all of that's been fixed since. So
And now you got to take care of your health. So
Yes.
even the littlest things like condiments, you need to worry about and think about.
Correct.
So, what did that affect your life? Ketchup is in almost everything. Like I almost have it every single day.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are unaware of how much added sugar, usually from high fructose corn syrup, are in their condiments. Ketchup is 25% added sugar alone. Barbecue sauce is almost 50%.
Oh, my God.
Barbecue sauce. Oh yeah.
50%.
Yeah, we actually have a bottle over in the pavilion right now that shows you how much sugar is in a normal bottle of ketchup, and ours has none. So, I was looking at that, and I mean, you could almost basically cut out half a soda bottle by just putting, our ketchup on a burger versus a,
Ooh, that's
normal
very
Heinz ketchup.
good.
Yeah,
I have to admit, I thought it was going to taste.
I was
good.
bracing myself for something not good because I usually
Very
only
good,
like Heinz.
yes. How hard was it to perfect ketchup with the healthy ingredients you
Well,
wanted?
it took 88 recipes. Yeah, so it took us about 18 months to develop it. Actually started with my grandmother. We didn't make very healthy ketchup, but started from there and then worked on how can we make it organic and no sugar added.
Yeah.
Organic for the clean ingredients, no sugar added for the health. And then we kind of, refined it and refined it and refined it. We would go to school with little potato wedges from the cafeteria and just have people, we did QR codes before they were cool. We'd have people fill out a little Survey Monkey, is it too sweet, too sour, all that. And we really gave the people, I think, what they want.
What did you replace the sugar with?
First of all, we use organic tomatoes, which are naturally sweeter, but we also have organic stevia. And stevia has a really bad stigma, mainly because of the sugar industry. But stevia has been used in many cultures, including Asian cultures, for hundreds of years, even before sugar, as a natural sweetener. So you'll probably notice when you try that there's no aftertaste, and that's because we actually cook it. Most beverages that use stevia are a cold fill process, and we cook our products, so you don't really get that aftertaste in the back of your mouth.
Do you put vinegar in there at all or no?
There is vinegar in there.
I can
it's a
taste
natural
that.
preservative.
Evan Lamps is with us. The company is Ketchup Please. All right, let's move to the next one. So that was traditional ketchup. What is the second one that we have here?
We just released that to the state fair. That's our mango habanero barbecue. We just released our 2 new SKUs, original barbecue and mango habanero at the state fair, also organic and no sugar added as well.
That is so good.
That has really good
It's almost like a
flavor.
marinade that you could have with with your chicken.
And the best part is there's organic dates in there, so it caramelizes like a normal barbecue sauce as well. So if you use it on meats and stuff like that, it will, really crystallize and turn nice on the exterior.
Evan, this is a very competitive space.
Right.
How hard is it to get shelf space? How hard is it to get your message across? Can you talk about how competitive this space is?
It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that. But you'll notice we're kind of in a class of our own. We're not a Me Too product, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. We really focus on the brand. Even from here, we kind of have the Cream City brick for Wisconsin in there, and everything kind of going with the Milwaukee Bucks. So as long as we focus on brand, it's a lot easier to grow in this competitive space.
Where do we sell your items at?
Pretty much everywhere around here. You can go to Sendik's, Meyer, Fresh Time, Ray's Butcher Shop just down the road, a couple of other independents, Aldrich Century and Delafield. You can if you find us, you can go to our website, kpketchup.com/shop. We have our entire retailer map on there, almost 700 retailers now.
What would be your dream location, your next one? Whole Foods, maybe?
Whole Foods, and then I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here, but probably Woodman's. Woodman's has been kind of a tough cookie to crack, and I don't understand. We're a local company just doing the best we can, and we sell really well at all the retailers we're in. So that'd be probably that one, or Whole Foods would be a nice.
I feel like we're
step.
interviewing someone for Shark Tank. Are you making money at this point?
Yes. It took a long time, 6 years, but yes, we were first profitable last year.
Are you trying to get on Shark Tank? Have you tried that?
We did the local.
the one on Channel 12.
Channel 12, yeah, the Project Pitch It.
Yeah.
Something similar to that. I mean, obviously not
That's
that
cool.
scale, but that was really a good experience. But we would consider doing it. I just think our growth is so good right now. I don't know if we necessarily need it, but we could definitely consider it.
Where is this made, and where do you get the organic items from?
So we source our ingredients from all around the country just because there's different seasonality everywhere you go. But we produce it in Hudson, Wisconsin, right across the river from Minneapolis.
Right here in our state. It is a great product. It's delicious. I can tell you that. It's delicious and it's healthy for you. You need to check this out. It is Ketchup Please. You can find it at many locations. They have a great website. I was on it today. Ketchup Please. He is the co-founder, Evan Lamsa. Great story, great product. They're in the Wisconsin Products Pavilion if you come to the State Fair in the next couple of days. If you walk in the door, they are on the same wall where the cattlemen are and next kind of where the pork is. You'll find it. It's Ketchup Please. Evan, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me.
Great story. That's really, really good, too. That is for sure. All right, let's do the market update really quick. The WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. How did we do? Well, it was a mixed bag today is how we ended up. The NASDAQ was up 73 points. The Dow was off 224. The S&P 500 was off 5 points. We are brought to you by Sweet Talks Med Spa, where your goals are their goals. It's Sweet Talks.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Welcome back to Ask Hassleus.
I believe in aliens, ghosts, and UFOs, but I don't believe you.
Huh?
I'm convinced the Earth is flat and the moon landing was faked.
Okay.
But when you say Hassleus Mattress don't have no employees, well, that's just crazy talk.
It's true. Hassleus Mattress showrooms are employee-free. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Okay, sure. You probably think birds are real, too.
All I know is that our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next-day delivery, too.
Do these mattresses come from Area 51?
We're talking big names like Sealy Posturepedic and Beautyrest.
And who's supporting your operation? The Illuminati?
If you need support, through Monday, get a free adjustable base with any new mattress.
That's what the lizard people told you to say.
Save on Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more, and get a free adjustable base through Monday at Hassleus Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hassleus.com.
I love my dogs. Bella and Baxter are absolutely fantastic, and they're even better now because they're better behaved. They're better behaved because Sit Means Sit Dog Training taught me how to have better dogs, how to be a better dog owner. It is Sit Means Sit Dog Training. They're absolutely awesome. As a client, I just know the good work that Sit Means Sit does every single day. You, too, can have a happy, confident, obedient dog. Start like we did with a free consultation at Sit Means Sit Dog Training. They're the real deal. It's Sit Means Sit.
Morgan Freeman comes to Milwaukee Sunday, November 2nd at the Riverside Theater.
Welcome to our symphonic blues experience. A unique combination of classic orchestral sounds blended with the emotion and authenticity of the blues.
Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman brings his symphonic blues experience to the Riverside Theater Sunday, November 2nd. Tickets on sale Friday at pepstheatergroup.com.
When it comes to your career, you have an advantage. Well, it's time to take advantage. The LAK Group offers career coaching so you can identify and amplify your unique skill set to give your career a bump or get in sync with your organization. From resume critiques to job offer negotiation to personal branding, career coaching from LAK gets you on the right path. Learn more at transformingcareers.com. LAK. Discover your human advantage.
And now about your house. It's where you live, but do you also live in your yard? My friends at Outdoor Living Unlimited help people extend their home, living beyond the wall. Your imagination may be somewhat limited, so let's call on Eric Brown, president of Outdoor Living Unlimited, to expand upon it.
I'm confident that 90% of the listeners can look outside their home and dream of a better, nicer, way more outstanding backyard. If you're one of the many, you'll need to call Outdoor Living Unlimited. Outdoor Living Unlimited's expert team can design a beautiful, functional, usable backyard space. Then our team can build it. You dream it, we build it. New deck, outdoor kitchen, pavers, retaining walls, screen room. How about a must-see automated pergola that doubles as a screen room? Picture this, a pergola that allows the sunlight through the slats, but with the press of a button, those slats close and now you have protection. Another press of the button and the screens roll down. There's your screen room. The ideas are endless. We recently built a brand new deck with a screen room pergola on top and stairs that lead to a paver oasis complete with a fire pit and seat walls. Amazing. New deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, automated pergola, let Outdoor Living Unlimited design and build the amazing backyard. Find us at OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
See all the cool things that Outdoor Living Unlimited can do for your yard on their Instagram page, or visit their unique outside-in showroom in Waukesha. And if you're looking outside of your home, dreaming of a more beautiful and functional, usable backyard, well, Outdoor Living Unlimited can design and build you an amazing showstopper of a deck, patio, complete with pergola and fire pit, just like they did for us. With expert care, Outdoor Living Unlimited installed a beautiful paver patio, complete with land and stone retaining wall, all sorts of space, room for a built-in kitchen, and complete with a gas fire pit. It's where we spend all of our time. Visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Traffic is sponsored by Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. Go to rejuvenix.com for an appointment.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 4:30. I'm John Mercure. Your top story: a child survives a serious rollover crash.
I'm Julia Fellow. A helicopter crash on the Mississippi River.
I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Laska. Blue Mound Road is closed in both directions, east and west, on Sunny Slope Road in Elm Grove due to a crash. Emergency crews are on their way right now to clear the situation. If you're heading on the 94 eastbound, be aware that backups do begin at the Zoo Interchange, past the State Fairgrounds, past the Stadium Interchange, and clear up once you pass South 16th Street. If you're heading on a 43 southbound, be aware that traffic does begin once you pass Keep Avenue, goes through the Marquette Interchange, enters 94 southbound, which continues on until it clears up at Kinnickinnick River. Other than that, roads are looking pretty busy across southeast Wisconsin. I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Laska with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Air quality alert in effect for all of southeast Wisconsin until 11 o'clock tonight. Slight chance of showers and storms tonight, a low of 71. Tomorrow, very warm and humid, a chance of isolated thunderstorms tomorrow, a high of 88. Right now here at the State Fair, it's 81 degrees.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, a 9-year-old is recovering after being ejected from a car during a crash on I-43. Crash happened about 5:30 yesterday near the Marquette Interchange. 2 SUVs and a semi were involved. Witnesses say one of the SUVs rolled twice. 9-year-old girl was ejected, but was able to stand up on her own and go back to check on the driver, who was also hurt. Both were taken to the hospital and are in stable
Anderson's
condition.
attorney filed a notice for post-conviction relief on Tuesday. Anderson is also requesting that the public defender's office appoint him counsel moving forward. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole last Friday in the death and dismemberment of 19-year-old Sade Robinson. Anderson is currently serving his sentence at the Dodge Correctional Institution in Waupun. Elizabeth Linton in WTMJ News.
That is the case on convicted murderer Maxwell Anderson, who is beginning his appeal process. Anderson's attorney, Anthony Cotton, is going to join us this hour at 4:45.
He will be live in the studio, as a matter of fact. Ruled incompetent to stand trial. 37-year-old Matthew Novak faces 6 felonies, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety and pointing a firearm at an officer. Novak barricaded himself with weapons inside a Fredonia home in May, standing off with police for 38 hours before being arrested. He did spend time inside a behavioral mental health facility. The judge ruled that Novak is likely to regain competency with treatment.
An EMT worker faces child pornography charges. 54-year-old Timothy Lund of New Holstein faces 1 felony count for allegedly sending child sex abuse materials online. He allegedly sent the materials while logged into the internet at Port Washington Fire Department, where he worked part-time. He was arrested at the end of July, but is currently out on bond.
2 Pennsylvania state troopers were shot this morning while responding to a call. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette.
An air ambulance landed near Route 171, about 40 miles north of Scranton, Pennsylvania, after 2 state troopers were shot. Details of what happened are unclear. The troopers were both taken to a local hospital. Governor Josh Shapiro addressed the shooting while speaking at an event near Philadelphia.
I just ask all of you to join us in prayer for these brave state troopers.
Shapiro says he'll visit the scene of the incident. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
2 people were killed after a helicopter crashed onto a barge on the Mississippi River. This is downstate Illinois. News Nation's Kelly Beeson.
This all happening near Alton, Illinois, which is about 18 miles north of St. Louis. The chopper went down, hitting the barge below, which then caught fire. Now, it's believed those on the chopper were working on power lines in the area.
State police say no one was on the barge at the time when this happened. The fire was extinguished. The river is closed due to commercial traffic.
Putting on 33 shows in 11 days. That's the goal for the Bud Pavilion at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Josh Quinn says once the State Fair ends every year, he's working around the clock to find the best bands for next year.
It's a year-round job, even though people come to the fair and only experience it maybe once in the whole year. But we're always moving. There's 1,000 moving parts at any one time.
Quinn says he chooses bands based on how well they fit for the fair audience.
Choosing the live music that we put on our stage to attract people is no small matter. And we try to put the best bands on our stage every year possible.
Sean Brenda, WTMJ News.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Packers quarterback Jordan Love is not sure if or how much he will play on Saturday in the preseason opener against the Jets. And the Brewers are home after a 6-zip road trip. A 6-game homestand begins tomorrow night against the Mets.
Outdoor Living WTMJ News Time, 4:35.
When it rains, it pours. But sometimes it hails. Or worse.
That tornado warning again is for Fond du Lac and Dodge County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now.
Keep us within reach for Fleet Farm Storm Team alerts.
Even if a tornado does not touch down, we know that there are powerful straight line winds.
On 620 WTMJ and WTMJ.com.
John Mercure here for Town Bank. They've got the best customer service. I know what you're thinking. I don't even go into the bank anymore. What do I need customer service for? Actually, they've got the best customer service online, too. It's really robust. They beefed it up. A couple of months ago, I needed to transfer some money. Did it all online, but I had an issue. I was like, what am I going to do now? I called up their online customer service, and they were incredible. They worked it all out. They walked me through everything. That's Town Bank. They've got the best banking solutions and the best customer service in the buildings and online. And right now, they've got you covered with a 4.2% annual percentage yield on the 7-month CD. Limited time offer. Won't last forever. It's great stuff. It's Town Bank. My Town Bank, the guys in there are fantastic. I'm in Menominee Falls. You get that customer service in every one of their locations. They are with you all the time. Details at wintrust.com. Check it out there. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's Town Bank.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
All right, we are broadcasting live from the Wisconsin State Fair at the Bank 5-9 studio. John and Julia with you. What a day, Julia.
Oh, my gosh. It's like a wall of heat.
I know.
I parked so far away, too.
We opened the door to go shoot our promotional video before the show, and you said it was like opening the oven. You're like, whoa.
I know.
Wall of heat as we went from inside the nice studios to outside.
I know. I'm wearing a sweater, though.
Because it's cold in here. It's hot outside and cold in here. Hey, let's go outside. This is the story that we're discussing. Claire's, that little boutique in the mall that sells like discounted earrings and jewelry for tweens and girls. They have filed for bankruptcy for the second time. So Claire's has filed for bankruptcy, and this has happened before. They say this time it's because so much of their cheap stuff comes from China and overseas. They're hit with tariffs. They're really, really struggling. It got me to thinking, because they're a mall store. When was the last time you were in the mall? What was the last store you actually went to in the mall? For you, do you remember the last time you were in the mall?
Bath and Body Works.
Okay, we're Bath and Body Works.
Are
too.
you?
The plug-in things mostly. We use that all the time. I was last Christmas looking for a board game for someone in my family, and the board game Barrister is inside the mall. So I went to Mayfair, and I was pleasantly surprised. The mall was busy. It's clean.
Okay,
it's modern. All the stores were
Brookfield
full.
One is not full anymore. It's
yeah.
sad.
Well, Mayfair's the opposite. It was rocking. I couldn't even find a place to park.
Oh, wow.
Well, so Claire's is struggling. So here's the question at 855-616-1620. When was the last time you were at the mall, and what was the store that you went to? Let's go outside at our Bank 5-9 studios. Good afternoon.
Hi there.
What's your name and where are you from?
Lucy from Kenosha.
Lucy, last time you were in the mall?
Before it was 2020, and then just on a vacation to Minneapolis. It was Mall of America in September of 2024.
So it's been 5 years. Do you think you'll go back to the mall anytime soon?
No.
Did Amazon kill the mall for you?
They did.
Amazon.
Darn Amazon.
Well, and
Taking over
how
the world.
About, maybe I shouldn't say this, but what about like the customer service these days? You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
I had good customer service at where I went.
Yeah. What was it
You
called?
got to go Board Game Barrister. You got to go somewhere besides
Okay.
Brookfield, apparently. Try another one, maybe.
All right, I will.
You're a shopper. Get
I
in
will.
the mall.
No, I like Mall of America.
Yeah, that is a real deal. All right. Who else has something they want to say about the mall? Come on up here. We're broadcasting live from our State Fair studio.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Bruce Call. I'm from Oconomowoc High School.
Bruce, sweet shades. When was the last time you were in the mall?
I would say probably 6 months ago.
Oh.
Yep.
Where? What store?
It was it's near Madison. I'm not exactly sure.
Dude, when I was in high school like you, that was my main hangout.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I don't feel like we have a mall that close to us in Oconomowoc. It's kind of a hike to get to any mall near us, and like, no one really does that in our school.
So where do you guys hang out in Oconomowoc? What's the hot place to go to?
Culver's probably.
Culver's.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Is the mall good for chasing girls?
No, not really. There's no one there.
Culver's is better.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hey, thank you very much.
Interesting.
All right, come on up here. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Wow.
jealous. I want that cocktail. Seriously, what is it? A margarita?
Of course.
Oh, what are you drinking? Is that like a Blue Moon?
Summer Shandy.
Oh yes, Liney Summer Shandy. All right, what's your name? Where are you from?
We are Rachel and Evan. We are from Waukesha.
Fantastic. Are you married?
We are married.
Oh, that's a nice way to spend the day. All right, so last time you were at the mall.
We just got back from Denver, Colorado, and I was at a mall out there doing some looking around for souvenirs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's Evan's role. Oh yeah.
What about around here? He's just the hype man, guys.
All right, hype her up. Evan, last time you went to the mall without her.
I got a massage at Mayfair Mall at the Ochi over at the Mayfair.
I don't want to judge, but that sounds kind of dicey. You got a massage at the mall?
It was from a man. It was
what?
Cool.
You got a massage from a man at the mall?
Yes. Yeah, he was very nice.
Did he have good hands?
The best.
Dude, I got a massage from a guy, and I wanted my husband to go, and he said no way.
No, I've never had a massage from a man.
What's the deal?
Yeah, those men get real fragile about those male-to-male massages or the male-to-female massages.
I would try it, I think. I just never have. I would try
My
it.
husband was very mad at me when I told him.
I'm going to Thailand for 3 weeks.
They
What?
have a
Okay,
giant
let's
mall
not.
in Thailand in Bangkok, like one of the biggest malls in the world.
Really? Have you been there?
Yes, we were there. It's huge, and we actually got our engagement ring.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, did you get massages from a man in Bangkok?
I didn't.
Did he?
I don't know.
She's like, I don't know.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay.
All men. They were all men.
Okay. If I have a few more of those summer shandies, maybe I'll go with you for a massage with a man.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Wow.
This is going to be a surprise right here. Pull that microphone really close to you. Anthony Cotton's with us in the studio for the next segment. Last time you were in the mall.
Oh, last time I was in the mall was the Lego store last week at Mayfair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Little kids, they love it.
Was it busy? How busy was the mall?
It's always busy. Mayfair is always busy. Brookfield Square, that used to be the place to go back in the day. It's like a ghost town.
I know.
I hear Southridge is sad now too. I hear like the anchor stores have left and see Mayfair is hopping.
Mayfair's hopping. Yeah, the mayor did a good job during like the riots and protests of like keeping that going.
They have good restaurants actually at Mayfair too.
True.
There's lots of good stuff there. All right, Anthony Cotton is with us in the studio. Up next, he's had a really busy couple of weeks. He's been modeling Speedos in Europe and representing folks in some of the highest profile cases in our neck of the woods. He's with us in the Bank 5-9 State Fair studio. Up next, first at 4:43, excuse me. Here's WTMJ's Eric Bilstead.
Hey, buddy. Yes, we are in Central Park right here in the downtown area of the Wisconsin State Fair, right outside of the Dairy Building on behalf of Bank 5-9 as we are celebrating making lives better through kindness because this is a mission of Bank 5-9. And joining us is Jeff McCarthy from Bank 5-9. So we're here till 5 o'clock. We've been giving away free things for those who are paying compliments to each other, Jeff. But Bank 5-9 is all over this place, and there's a lot going on still.
There is. Obviously, the Bank 5-9 studios here with you guys. Yep. We love working with you guys for the 11 days of the fair. As always, sponsoring the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, and new this year, also sponsoring the Bank 5-9 main stage. So yeah, we're really proud to be a big part of the fair.
So we got Fluffy tonight on the main stage, now at the amphitheater, which is the largest free stage on the fairgrounds. Who do we got tonight? The Hairbangers Ball?
Hairbangers Ball, man. So bring your long hair and get ready to rock out with some great hairband music.
Bank 5-9's Jeff McCarthy. Thank you so much for being a great partner. Love working with you guys.
Well, thank you guys for joining us out here.
Bank59.com is the website. We're here till 5. Stop by, say hello on WDTMJ.
For senior living where comfort meets community, welcome to the Waters of Pewaukee, an experience designed with you in mind. Enjoy beautiful, spacious apartments, chef-prepared meals, and enriching daily activities that bring joy and purpose. Whether it's independent living, assisted care, or memory support, you'll find a compassionate staff, modern amenities, and the peace of mind you deserve at the Waters of Pewaukee. You're not just moving in, you're coming home. Schedule a tour and learn more today at thewaters.com.
Escape the city and relax at Lake Lawn Resort in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin. Enjoy outdoor activities on Delavan Lake, tee off at the Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind at the award-winning Caladora Spa. With both indoor and outdoor pools, there's fun for the whole family. Take a cruise on the Lake Lawn Queen, explore stunning shores and historic landmarks, and enjoy delicious food and drinks on board. Book your stay today at lakelawnresort.com, where everything is better at the lake.
Ah! Monsters Hairball, Googly Eyes. Looks like Clogzilla is back in your sink.
Not again. This always happens when I shave my back hair. Hello, Clogzilla.
Have no fear. There's a drain hero here. Just call the pros at Capital when things get hairy.
Need help defeating the beast beneath your sink? Call Capital for our best drain clearing offer ever. For only $49, we'll unclog your drain.
Old-fashioned service, you can't go wrong. Call CapitalCares.com.
Traffic and then weather. Debbie Lazaga's off. Let's go to Sean Brinda.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. We got a couple of incidents out there on the road right now. Blue Mound Road is closed in both directions, west and east, due to a crash. Emergency crews are out there right now. If you're heading on 43 northbound, be aware that at the ramp from Kilbourne and Highland Avenue, the left lane is blocked due to a crash. So we're seeing backups starting all the way from that incident through the Marquette interchange, going all the way north and only clearing up once you pass Locust Street. 43 southbound, it sees a lot of heavy traffic from Burleigh Street going through the Marquette interchange into 94 southbound, where it's still heavy, only clears up once you pass the Kinnickinnick River. 94 eastbound, we're seeing backups starting from the Zoo interchange past the State Fair Park, and only clears up once you pass the Stadium interchange. I'm Sean Brinda, in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Here is your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Storms are possible tonight, a low of 70. Tomorrow, cloudy, hot, and humid with scattered showers and storms are possible, high of 90. Even hotter Saturday, mostly sunny, hot, and humid, a high of 92. Sunday, a chance of showers and storms, very warm and humid, a high of 84. Monday, scattered showers and storms are possible, then it'll be partly sunny, a high of 83. Right now here at the State Fair, it is sunny and 81 degrees.
We are broadcasting live from the Bank 5-9 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. One of the preeminent defense attorneys in our neck of the woods, the iconic Anthony Cotton, is with us in the studio. He's been very busy the past couple of weeks. You see his name all the time. Good to see you, Tony. Thank you so much for being here with us in the studios.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for having me. It's great to be at State Fair.
Isn't it good to be here?
Yes.
Okay. One of your clients is in the news just today. It is Morgan Geyser. She's involved in the Slender Man case. And a judge has ruled that she should be allowed to move from where she is into a different place with a lot more freedom. That's the law. That's what's been discovered and ruled. And now there's a hiccup. She was set to be released, right?
Yep, she's supposed to be released yesterday or the day before, and now that's been put on hold because the people in the community have started to protest and raise objections to the place that she was going to go.
Okay, so I was really surprised that the location was released because not even the mom's supposed to know, right?
Right.
And then I saw the Madison stations.
Confidential.
Yeah, the Madison stations were saying Sun Prairie, and I went, whoa, okay.
Right.
Yep.
Who released that information?
It wasn't really an intentional release. What happened is the Sun Prairie, I guess they're called the village attorney or city attorney, filed paperwork reflecting an objection to that. So everybody saw Sun Prairie, and then they're like, well, why on earth would anybody in Sun Prairie have any position on Morgan at all? Next thing you know, we're in a hearing. It's completely evident where she's going. How many group homes are there in Sun Prairie? I'm assuming very few. And next thing you know, the objections are being raised, and the whole thing was put on hold.
You have a beautiful young family. Would you have any reservations if Morgan Geyser were moving into the building next to your home?
No.
Well, she's going to be nearby anyways, the first location.
She's going to be on GPS monitoring. She's going to be on home confinement. She's going to be treated by psychiatrists, evaluated by social workers. There's not a concern with Morgan being in the community.
And that's what's been ruled. I mean, the experts have ruled, the judges have ruled.
3 doctors unanimously agreed with that. 2 different judges uniformly agreed with that. There's not an issue. The issue is just finding placement. And that's one of the problems with high-profile cases is people draw conclusions that aren't grounded in reality. They hear the sensationalism that they see online. They read something or they get hit with some news article, and they think that this is like a serial killer coming into their community, and it's not.
How is she doing? I mean, it's been setback after setback. She's done work behind bars to get where she, not behind bars, but she's done work to get where she is.
Yep.
How difficult is setback after setback?
Morgan's doing good. I talk to her every week, a couple times a week, and she's upbeat, positive. She has a good attitude. I think what's really interesting is this was ordered back in January. So if Morgan were the type of person who's going to revert to her childhood ways and be a dangerous person like she was at 11, I think you'd see some sign of that during these setbacks. But she's really weathered the storm. She's done very good. She's kept a good attitude. She continues to go to treatment. There's really been no problem.
But do you think that this is a bad precedent? I mean, for other cases, for people who may have families and they're ready for their father to come out, and then it keeps getting delayed. I mean, that's not good. That's not good for anyone.
No, it's not good for anyone. And I think even DHS, which is the agency, the state agency that's designed with placing her, even they would agree, this needs to happen. Everybody agree. Even the prosecutors would say, this needs to happen. But how many homes do we have in Wisconsin? I mean, it's a small state. There's not a lot of people who are committed as not guilty by reason of insanity. And so there's limited places you can put those people. And that's as John said, would you want her going into the apartment next to you? They don't put her in the apartment or the house next to you. They put people in group homes that are pre-existing. In the one before Sun Prairie that they were going to put Morgan in first, they were building the facility just for her.
Oh, my God.
I mean, imagine the expense of that. They were going to create a new facility with cameras on her 24/7, no privacy, no human beings, no children her age, no adults her age, just her. So the place in Sun Prairie was far more suitable, far better, and there's through no fault of her own. Now she remains locked at the Winnebago behind bars. It is behind bars. It's a locked facility for another month or two.
Let's talk about, can we move on to Max Anderson? You represent Representative Maxwell Anderson, who was found guilty of killing Sade Robinson. And the headline here is that he now is a public defender and he's appealing.
Yes.
Are you relieved to be done? How did this come about? Why this step?
Well, appeals are the client. The client makes a decision to appeal, so that's something he wanted to do. In terms of the public defender aspect of it, the family spent a lot of money on legal services already. I think it's pretty common to go that direction. What the issues will be on appeal, that's hard to say. That's for a different lawyer to figure out. I am glad to be past the goal line on the case, so to speak. It's a taxing case. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of reports to review, and there was a lot of nastiness associated with it. You mentioned my family earlier. I appreciate you saying I have a beautiful family. I think I do too.
You do.
It's really crazy when you start to get threats to your family.
I want to ask you about this whole part of it. You know, you're all in when you're representing somebody and you're invested, and that's one of the things people really respect about you. How much of a toll does it take? How hard is it? How do you compartmentalize? When you're in the middle of a case like that, which is a tough case, how do you deal with that?
That's sort of like a once-in-a-lifetime type case, though. The way I dealt with it was I relied on lawyers who were older than me and had had similar experiences. So I talked to other lawyers, like, how did you handle that? How did you process these things? And the advice that I got was stay in your lane and focus on what you can control, which is how you present yourself in court. Know your case, know your evidence, make your arguments. Our whole defense was that there was reasonable doubt in the case. There wasn't proof beyond a reasonable doubt. That was the centerpiece of our defense. The jury disagreed, but that was how I tried to articulate it, was like, stay focused on the legal arguments and ignore the noise.
I mean, but the threats against you, I mean, did you have police monitoring your house and everything?
So I tried to keep it sort of quiet for my family because I didn't feel like it was it was a horrible distraction I felt for my wife and children. So I didn't say anything about it. And then we're eating dinner one night, and all of a sudden the doorbell rings, and the police department is there, and they're asking me if they can do patrols, and they want to start escorting my children to school in the morning, and they're going to run a squad car around the house. And it felt to me excessive, like it almost amplified the threat in the eyes of my family. So I didn't think the threats were real. I thought it was just people on the internet calling in and saying whatever they're going to say. But the police department, God bless our law enforcement officers, they took it seriously, and they made sure there was no problem.
I do want to ask you about your vacation. So you get through with that tough case, and I come into work one day and I say to Julia, you got to see this. Anthony Cotton's with his family, and
I'm like, wow, he's fit.
Yeah.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing a Speedo. He was like,
mandatory.
I guess, in Europe, do what the Europeans
mandatory.
do?
No, I was in a hotel, and there was a pool at the hotel, and I'm not kidding. You go to this pool. I had my kids with me. We walk in, and they actually take your towel. They make you take off your towel, and they say, "Are you wearing Speedos?" And I said, "No." And they sell Speedos right there. Everybody has to wear them.
No trunks allowed.
No trunks allowed.
Wow.
It was a horrible experience, and I had to wear these Speedos, and I knew you commented on it. So.
I was just trying to show Julia you're on vacation, but she kept talking about how fit you were.
That's right.
He was, and John was jealous.
Hey.
Well, who wasn't? Did you see the picture? We should post the pictures.
Post the pictures. I give you permission. Go ahead. You can put that on.
I know. I was like, we shouldn't show it because you could sue us.
Put it out there.
Does that help to decompress when you can literally get far away?
Yeah. And that's that run. The reason I'm in, I think, decent shape is because I run a lot. That's the way I decompress. I run. I get out for 8, 9, 10 miles every morning. I run. I'm out at 4:45. I'm out of the door. I don't have a phone with me. I don't get bothered. And then, of course, traveling is a big part of it, too.
Yep. He is renowned criminal defense attorney Anthony Cotton. We always appreciate you making time for us. It's good to see you.
All right, Julie and John, thanks.
It is 4:56. Julia, close that picture of him on your computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband's driving home right now.
He just drove off
the
road, by the way.
Great.
It is 4:56. Here's your business headlines.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Rockwell Automation says that it will invest $2 billion over the next 5 years in its plants, employees, and digital infrastructure. The investments will focus on facilities in the United States, including those in Wisconsin, where the company has operations in Milwaukee and Mequon. Plans for a public market at the site of the former Boston store in Brookfield are tightening up ahead of a public hearing scheduled for next week. One of the biggest adjustments has been increasing the number of vendor spaces from 12 to 15. Molson Coors sustained an unexpected spike in aluminum prices indirectly related to tariffs during its last quarter. CEO Gavin Hattersley said the higher costs won't translate to hikes in beer prices. I'm Addison Lathers from MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on 620 WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
It's a good idea to have a plumber in your contact list, and best probably to have it before an emergency. Vince Vitrano here. I've got your plumber. It's Horner Plumbing. For starters, this company is the trusted name in residential, commercial, and new construction for more than 50 years in southeast Wisconsin. My wife and I have them in our home working on a small project. Well, it's small for them, but any project is a big deal when it's in your house. You want it done right at a fair price. That's why we chose Horner Plumbing. Upfront pricing, so no surprises. Clear, honest estimates from professional plumbers who stand by their work. What do you need done? Water heater repair or install, drain cleaning, garbage disposals, bathroom and kitchen renovations. And how about saving some money? Tell them Vinny sent you and that you want $50 off that first service. Call Horner Plumbing for a free quote anytime. In an emergency, or for residential, commercial, or new construction projects of any size. Serving southeast Wisconsin since 1969. The pros I trust, HornerPlumbing.com.
Brake issues, electrical issues, four-wheel drive issues, exhaust issues, and even my car just won't start issues.
You name it, we fixed it.
So the next time you're due for service, drive it on into Richlands and let our ASE certified technicians get you fixed up and safely back on the road.
Nothing warms my heart more than seeing our customers drive out of here with big old smiles on their faces. And all the credit goes to our staff, the most friendly, honest, hardworking, knowledgeable people in the business.
5 conveniently located facilities, all AAA approved,
and all staffed by ASE certified technicians ready to provide you with top-notch service.
And after your vehicle's been serviced, drop us a Google review and let us know how we did.
Because a Google review from you goes a long way. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands. You're due for service.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I'm Matt Dorner, CEO of Milwaukee Downtown Bid 21. Our business leaders value downtown Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Rashi Arora Khosla, CEO of Mars Solutions Group, a local staffing company. From our Fourth Planet platform to our returnship program, our Martians are building communities and talent pipelines that move the whole region forward. We didn't just move to downtown Milwaukee, we have relaunched here.
Get down to business at MilwaukeeDowntown.com.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Tyson's Home Farm Auto is opening a brand new store in Ripon this fall. Tyson's is your go-to store for all things farm and home. Check us out at Tysons.com. That's THEISENS.com.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it hard to fight flu, pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 5-9 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
It's 5 o'clock, and this is Wisconsin's afternoon news. Your top story, a teenager dead after a reckless driving police chase.
I'm Julia Fellow. Milwaukee flag debate flies again.
I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Lasko. We have a couple of incidents on the road. Blue Mound Road is closed in both east and west directions due to a crash in Elm Grove on the Sunny Slope Road. Emergency crews are out there clearing the scene. Then over on I-43 North at the ramp from Kilbourne and Highland Avenue, the left lane is blocked due to a crash. Expect backup starting all the way from the Marquette interchange and only clearing up once you pass North Avenue. If you're heading on 43 southbound, be aware that backups begin at Keefe Avenue and continue down through the Marquette interchange into 94 southbound. That only clears up once you pass the Kinnickinnick River. If you're heading on 94 eastbound, be aware that backups begin once you enter the Zoo interchange. They go past the State Fair Park, continue into the Stadium interchange, and only clear once you pass south of 35th Street. 94 westbound, we see our typical backup starting from South 16th Street, going through the Stadium interchange, and they clear up once you pass Mitchell Boulevard. I'm Sean Brunda in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
An air quality alert in effect until 11 o'clock tonight for southeast Wisconsin. Humid, a low 71. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 88. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, a teenager is dead and 2 officers injured after police chase in a fiery crash on Milwaukee's north side. Driver was wanted for a felony driving near 19th and Hampton. Police tried to stop the car. The driver fled. 17-year-old driver then hit a tree, causing the car to burst into flames. The teen died. 2 Milwaukee police officers who tried to save the driver from the fire were also taken to the hospital for their injuries.
The man charged in a deadly crash with a lawn tractor is bound for trial. 49-year-old Matthew Brennicky pled not guilty to felony hit and run involving death. He's accused of driving off after striking a lawn tractor that killed 87-year-old Alan Amy in Oconomowoc mid-July. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years behind bars.
Mixed messages from President Trump about a meeting with Russia and Ukraine. Stephen Portnoy.
In the Oval Office, reporters asked the president if his end-of-the-week deadline for Vladimir Putin to agree to a ceasefire still stands.
We're going to see what he has to say. It's going to be up to him. Very disappointed.
Asked about the prospect of a 3-way summit with Volodymyr Zelensky, which Trump has proposed but Putin appears to be rejecting, the president said the Russian leader does not have to agree.
No, he doesn't. No.
So when do you think that means?
They would like to meet with me, and I'll do whatever I can to stop the killing.
Trump has vowed to ramp up pressure on Moscow, including by increasing tariffs on exports to the U.S. that would come from Russia's trading partners. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
The Milwaukee City Flag Task Force meets again ahead of a public submission period to help choose the next Milwaukee flag.
Thursday's meeting of the City Flag Task Force largely procedural for the 8-member body. The group spent their time largely ironing out who could submit design ideas. Members of the task force tell me one of their challenges is figuring out how to make sure the public is as engaged as possible, a criticism of the past City Flag contest procedure. The task force is targeting August 19th as the date for submissions to begin, with that window wrapping up on September 30th. At City Hall, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Coming up, breaking records, by building bridges.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:05.
WTMJ's John Mercure here. I'm joined by my good friends Jeff and Cynthia Gillane. They are the founders of Vita Hearing Care. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, John. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thanks for having us.
So good to have you guys here. I want to start with a very basic question. How important is it that when people can't hear right, that they get it taken care of?
I'm going to say very, very important, because hearing matters more than you think.
It does. And I would jump in here and say, I'm a customer of yours, and I agree. It's changed my life. It's made it better. Cynthia, how cool is it when someone comes into the office and you can make that life-changing alteration for them?
We love it. There's so many jobs you can have where you don't make a difference in people's lives and you're just going to work 9 to 5. And in this one, we make a difference and we get hugs in return for it.
Hugs are always good. Jeff, there are real cognitive issues that happen if you have bad hearing, aren't there?
Yes, there is. All our senses, and hearing is one of our senses, all end up in the brain, right? And it all ends up in the cognitive area of the brain. It was determined that untreated hearing loss can lead to cognitive dysfunction and cause senile dementia.
It definitely is real. I love your family-owned. You have 2 locations in Mount Pleasant and Waterford. Start with the website, VitaHearingCare.com, VITA HearingCare.com. And Jeff, Cynthia, you guys make it quick and easy, don't you? It's pretty in and out.
Yes, it is. Pick up a phone, give us a call. One of our offices will schedule you either in Mount Pleasant or Waterford. Easy locations to get to. Couple of quick things to fill out as far as paperwork. We do a hearing test, bring you out of the booth, review the results, and determine if we need to proceed further with hearing devices.
It's quick. I went through the process. It's quick and easy. Here's how you should start. 2 locations, Mount Pleasant and Waterford. You can find out about both of them at VitaHearingCare.com, VITA HearingCare.com. Locally, family-owned. They do things the right way at Vita. Jeff and Cynthia, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us today.
Thank you, John. We appreciate our opportunity to work with you.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 5:07.
Italy is preparing to build the world's longest bridge, just as the world's highest bridge is unveiled. ABC's Ines de la Couture.
Italy's government giving final approval to the construction of what will be the world's longest single-span bridge, linking Sicily to the mainland. The bridge had been in the works for decades, but was repeatedly delayed by concerns over earthquakes, environmental impacts, and the threat of mafia interference. It will cost $15.5 billion. Construction is expected to start next year. Earlier this week, world's highest bridge opened in southwest China. It's about 656 feet taller than the Eiffel Tower and took 3.5 years to complete. Ines de la Couture, ABC News, at the Foreign Desk.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Brewers are off today. They carry a 6-game winning streak into tomorrow night's game against the Mets.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:08.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Sit means sit dog training. They're the best in the business. I have 2 beautiful corgis, Bella and Baxter. They're beautiful, but didn't always listen. It was my fault because I wasn't a good dog trainer. So I hooked up with Matt, the owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training, and he walked us through the paces. He met Bella and Baxter. We met him, saw the training facility, started with a free consultation, and guess what? Our house is quieter. The dogs listen better. It's Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Absolutely fantastic. You, too, can have a happy, confident, obedient dog. It's Sit Means Sit.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 59 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day at the State Fair. It feels like summer. Today's the first day it's really felt warm.
Oh, yeah. That wall of humidity.
Yeah, kind of smacks you as soon as you walk in the gate.
It did.
But it's beautiful. Pretty clear skies. Going to be a good night tonight. If you're on your way to the fair, come on out here. Do you have traditions at the fair or things you really like about being at the Wisconsin State Fair?
I always have to see the animals.
Yeah, I like that too. I stayed late a couple of nights ago. It was the one night where I stay late and I kind of walk around, and Michelle, my wife, comes out here and we hang out and have a drink or two. And I really realized then how special it is when I saw families walking all over the place out here, and it's a tradition for so many families. What are your favorite traditions? 855-616-1620. What are your fair traditions? 855-616-1620. Let's go outside here to the Wisconsin State Fair. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Emma Stolte.
Where are you from, Emma?
Mequon.
Mequon. Do you come to the fair most years?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite part about the fair? Do you have a tradition? Do you have things you make sure you eat or you see?
Yeah, I go to the Spin City.
Oh,
first,
yeah.
And then we always get the corn on the cob.
I love the corn on the cob, too. You said Spin City, and I saw your dad just grab his wallet really hard, like, yeah. Hey, thank you for talking to me. What about you guys? Come over, tell me what you like about the fair. Yeah. Come over here, young lady. What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie.
Hi.
What's your favorite part about the fair?
Probably the cream puffs, the corn, and the deep fried Oreos. The food.
Okay.
Ooh, those Oreo. Oh, that's deadly. I agree.
So the Oreos are right behind you, and the cream puffs are right over your left shoulder. My God, you're at the best part of the fair right now. Hey, thank you so much, you guys.
What a beautiful family.
What a beautiful family.
You're welcome.
That's so sweet. Have fun at the fair.
Charles Benson's here. Charles, do you have any traditions with the fair?
Just coming. That's the tradition, right? To be here, to enjoy it. When our son was little, we really enjoyed coming just to kind of walk around, see the animals, and talk to people. And then now that we're, empty nesters, it's come down and find something to eat.
And now you're planning a wedding.
And now we're planning a wedding. But I always think if I ever find a time to retire, I want to enter one of those contests like best strawberry rhubarb.
Oh, wow.
Right? I don't have a good recipe.
Nice.
How fun would that be?
Yeah. Maybe I'll walk away with a blue ribbon.
You could come up with a good recipe if you were retired.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You and Sharon, best strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
It's
I like that.
Yeah.
That is really good. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Hi, sir. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk politics with Charles. Charles, one of the things I want to ask you about is retail politics, politicians coming to places like the Wisconsin State Fair. Is there value in that? Is that important, or is it just tradition? Charles Benson with us in the studio, up next on WTMJ.
an unsuspecting driver at a Milwaukee barbershop.
I got an apprentice here shadowing me. I'm gonna put this hot towel on, man. About a good 3 minutes, all right?
The apprentice is Donald Driver.
So when you come here, you drive?
Yes.
Your car got seatbelts?
Yeah.
You wear them?
No.
Okay, but why not?
I don't want to.
But do you know you can get a ticket for that? I'm gonna give you a ticket. Bet you wish you buckle up now.
Oh my God.
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Take it, click it. There we go. Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways. Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
They've been serving Milwaukee since 1945. They're Otto's Wine and Spirits. Best selection, best value. I'm entertaining this weekend. I'm going to have 25 people at my house on Saturday. And you know what that means? That means I got to take a couple trips to Otto's Wine and Spirits. Hey, it's the grilled cheese people right outside the studio. Best grilled cheese in America right there.
Ooh, they
Otto's
should come on
Wine and
tomorrow.
Spirits. Don't they look good? They look like a big grilled cheese.
Nice.
Your shirts
Very
are big
nice.
grilled cheese like. Yeah. Otto's Wine and Spirits. Best wine, best spirits, best beer. Menominee Falls, Elm Grove, Brown Deer, Cedarburg, Milwaukee. They'll beat any advertised price all day long. They'll take great care of you. It's their 80th birthday. Celebrate with Otto's.
4 years ago, I opened a doggy dream space unlike anything in Wisconsin. A place that offers it all: daycare, boarding, grooming, and a one-of-a-kind indoor-outdoor dog park and tavern. A hangout as fun for humans as it is for hounds. I'm Leah, proud owner of the Hounds and Tap in Menominee Falls. Our love, passion, and commitment to dogs and the community are at the core of everything we do. From our incredible staff to top-tier services, we've built something truly special at the Hounds and Tap. Come see for yourself. Visit the Hounds and Tap in Menominee Falls today.
Attention small business owners and hiring managers. Hidden potential is easy to miss without the right tools. Telexis, an LAK Group company, will help you discover who's ready to excel. Research-backed assessment solutions deliver objective insights for smarter hiring and stronger leadership development. Using these tools, a global tech manufacturer is now hiring more top performers and reducing hiring costs by over 30%. Visit transformingcareers.com to learn more.
Traffic and weather. Debbie is off. Sean Brinda's in. Hey, Sean.
Hey, John and Julia. We've got a couple of incidents on the road. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation is reporting that Blue Route Mound Road is closed in both directions at Meadow Lane in Waukesha County because of a crash. So take a different route if possible. Then if you're heading on to 43 northbound at the ramp from Kilbourne and Highland Avenue, the left lane is blocked due to a crash. Backups begin on 43 northbound from the Marquette interchange. They only clear up once you pass Burleigh Street. If you're heading on 94 eastbound, be aware that traffic does begin to show once you pass the State Fair Park, goes through the Stadium interchange, and only clears up once you pass south of 35th Street. If you're heading on 41 northbound, be aware that traffic does begin at West Watertown Plank Road, and it doesn't clear up until you pass West Silver Spring Drive. I'm Sean Brinda, in for Debbie Lasco with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, showers, storms, a low of 70. Tomorrow, hot and humid with scattered showers, a high of 90. Saturday, hot, humid, 92. Sunday, chance for rain, 84. Monday, partly sunny, a high of 83 degrees.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast is sponsored by Dave Drakemp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit davedrakemp.com.
Charles Benson is chief political reporter at TMJ4, senior national political reporter for Scripps News. Charles is with us in the Bank 5-9 Wisconsin State Fair studios. Charles, always good to see you.
Always great to be here with both of you and at State Fair.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
All right, so politicians have been marching in here. We've had every announced candidate for governor in this studio in the last 5 days. Tammy Baldwin was here and others as well. Retail politics at a place like the Wisconsin State Fair, does it have value?
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is a state, and pretty much just anywhere you go in the country, people want to meet people who are in elected office or who want to run for elected office. It really is that opportunity to go one-on-one. Look, all campaigns will spend millions of dollars to put up campaign ads and run commercials and do social media. But I don't think anything has replaced that one-on-one ability to talk with voters and engage with voters, and particularly no better place to do that than a place like State Fair or at a ball game. I mean, I've been up at Packer games, Brewer games. You see them on the outside, especially as we get closer to an election day. So, and I'm always amazed, even not just on the policy with the politicians, but the campaigns. I mean, each side always talks about, as they approach election day, we knocked down 1 million doors, and I'm like, why? But they say that just pays dividends all the time.
So Tommy Thompson sat in the same chair that you were sitting in a couple of days ago. Yep. Fascinating interview. He was with us for a whole half hour. Tommy Thompson will be 84 years old during the next governor's race. And he said, I might do it. I'm not saying no. He kind of hinted around at it. He's the only 4-term governor in Wisconsin history, elected 4 times. Any chance, in your estimation, that Tommy Thompson actually runs for governor?
I do not think so. Look, it is interesting. Did you follow up? Do you think you might run for president in 2028? Kiddingly, have you thought about running for dog catcher in Elroy, Wisconsin?
Well, he said... I haven't been mayor of Elroy yet. He said I might have one campaign left.
Yeah. So this is the thing, I don't say it in a mean-spirited way. He just always wants to be engaged. So if you ask him, he's not going to say no, because he doesn't like to say no to anything. He is in perpetual motion. What's interesting is that he doesn't want to say no to anything. If you look at his career as a legislator, you know what his nickname was?
Dr. No.
Exactly. Because he was a guy who was in the minority for so many years and put up these roadblocks for, Democratic leaders and Democratic governors. So, look, I think that it always looks fascinating for him as the possibility. I noticed that he did fill it in as well, saying, look, we're going to see what the others are going to do, how these candidates are going to move forward. But and you heard him say it, he loved being governor.
But what was Bill Berrien? Well, he is a former Navy SEAL. He's also the CEO of a company in New Berlin. What did he say about Tommy Thompson?
He said, I hope he doesn't get in.
I heard that.
Because he's formidable.
And, look, you've got 2 relatively newcomers on the Republican side, certainly with Bill Berrien, first step into politics. Josh Showman, who's the Washington County executive. But what both of those guys can learn is not just about the retail politics, but, what I'm waiting to see for all, and so far we only have, 3 sort of candidates who have come forward with the lieutenant governor, Sarah Rodriguez on the Democratic side, and these 2 on the Republican side. Who's going to break through and how? Tommy Thompson was a guy who could break through. Governor Evers, look how crowded that field was in 2018. He was able to break through. It's your personality. It's your persona. It's how you relate, how you engage. And I think what we don't know enough about any of these candidates, yet and it's still early, is how are they going to do that? What do they bring to the table outside of, they all have resumes, right? But how do they lead? And what will that quality look like? And will that match what voters are looking for?
Eric Hovde. What about Eric Hovde? Do you think that he's going to go into the race?
I'm not sure. Hovde, certainly made a strong running as a U.S. senator, but spent a lot of money to do that. Going through these campaigns can be exhausting, right? And I'll be curious to see where President Trump falls into this Republican primary, because does the president try to convince somebody who's not in to get in? And from what I remember during the campaign, Trump liked Hovde, and so there was a good relationship there. But will he like Josh Showman? Will he like Bill Berrien? And we haven't mentioned it, but potentially Tom Tiffany. Now, I talked to Tom Tiffany. You guys had him as well. I talked to him out here on Tuesday about, is he going to run? He said he's still going to take some time. But the day Governor Evers dropped out, he told me he called, or either Trump did or he did. He talked to President Trump on that day. And he said one of the first things Trump asked him was, how safe is your district?
Exactly. He told us that. I think he's not going to run.
He was caught off guard when you
because he told us Donald Trump's priority is holding on to Congress when I asked him if he was going to run.
So I thought that was an interesting observation.
Absolutely.
Now, the point is, though, I think that district is safe, but it then becomes an open seat.
Yep.
And that doesn't make it as safe if
that's exactly
if
right.
Tom Tiffany's name's not on the ballot.
Is there a Republican not in yet who you expect will get in?
Not that I'm aware of. Because you can mention the Tim Michaels name. You can mention the...
Even without mentioning a name, do you think the field will expand on the Republican side?
So if there is somebody out there, I haven't heard of them. Like, I think we're a year out from Monday from the primary,
right.
Which seems like an eternity, but not in politics and not in the landscape and the time you have here. So I would be surprised if there is somebody that does come out. And I think I told you guys once before that I thought for sure there would be a bigger Democratic field than a Republican field. Still waiting for Josh Call. Have you had him on yet?
No, he's been very quiet.
He's been very quiet, and that just gives me pause as to maybe he's just doing the due diligence on whether to get in, and if he does, get that team rolling.
And Crowley's indicated he's going to get in. He's pretty much said that, but he hasn't yet.
And the lieutenant governor, you had her on. She was up quickly right away with a video. So that field I thought could potentially be 4 or 5, and now it looks like it could maybe be 2 or 3.
TMJ4 Chief Political Reporter Charles Benson. Always really good perspective. Charles, thank you. We appreciate it.
Great to be here.
It is 5:24 at WTMJ. Let's check the markets. It was a mixed day on the markets. The NASDAQ was up 73. The Dow was off 224. The S&P was off 5 points. Annex Wealth Management is a fee-only fiduciary all the time. Estate planning, tax planning, it's Annex Wealth Management. We're sponsored by Sweet Talks Med Spa, where your goals are their goals. Welcome to our Everyday Health feature, sponsored by the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network. Your blood vessels play a key role in keeping you healthy, also known as your vascular health. Unfortunately, problems with these vessels affect millions of Americans every year across all age groups. Here to tell us more about the importance of vascular health is Momodou Jama, a Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin vascular surgeon. Doctor, thank you so much for being here with us.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us about how vascular health impacts the entire body?
Your vascular system, the network of arteries, veins, and capillaries in your body, is essentially your transportation system for moving blood around your body. When these vessels are healthy, they efficiently deliver oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells to every organ and tissue.
Doctor, can you please share the risk factors for vascular disease?
The most common risk factors include diabetes, smoking, a family history of aneurysms or clotting disorders, high blood pressure or high cholesterol, a high-stress lifestyle, obesity, and then age greater than 50, all important risk factors.
Italy's government giving final approval to the construction of what will be the world
disease screening options.
Can you please tell us what screening options are available?
In general, a physical exam of your vasculature or non-invasive testing involving blood pressure checks in the arms and legs is adequate to identify certain vascular diseases. Screening with a one-time ultrasound is recommended for men and women over the age of 65 or older with a history of tobacco use. Talk to your doctor to learn about what screening options you may benefit from.
Why should someone choose the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin for their vascular services?
We have a team of specialists dedicated to treating vascular diseases, including vascular medicine specialists, vascular and cardiac surgeons, as well as interventional radiologists that provide care in eastern Wisconsin.
Dr. Jama, thank you for being with us today. For more information on vascular health, check out Froedtert.com/vascular. John Mercure here for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It all started with a new invention in 1925. It was the roll screen, the ability to roll a window screen up and down like a shade. Pella invested in the breakthrough when the business was born in Pella, Iowa. They've introduced the world to innovative, game-changing designs ever since. They've been at it for a century. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Just today, the last work was done on our sliding patio door that we got from Pella. It is gorgeous. It's smooth. It's got incredible shades between the glass. Everything is specifically constructed for you and your home, designed with innovation. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every single detail. Investing in new Pella windows and doors creates long-term energy savings and durability. Right now, if you order by August 31st, 0% interest for up to 5 years. Think about that, 0% interest for 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Welcome to The Knowledge Brokers, our weekly feature covering the dynamics of the insurance market, how it affects Wisconsin businesses and residents. It's sponsored by the original knowledge broker, R&R Insurance. Joining me today is Jeff Salazinski, Executive Vice President of Insurance Operations. Jeff, we've talked about buying insurance on price alone, the risk that comes with that. Let's talk more specifics for folks listening. Some of the examples that you shared before we were on the air here were very interesting.
Thank you, Vince. Great to be here again. I've handled or overseen tens of thousands of insurance claims in the many years I've been in this business. Here are some of the most frequent mistakes I've seen. Claims involving water damage. There are some of the most complex claims to investigate and handle, but many buyers are not aware you can purchase coverage for flood or backup of sewers and drains. Electing not to buy certain coverages or even enough coverage is a frequent mistake, often done to try and save money. Cyber insurance. Many businesses still do not purchase this coverage. Business income and extra expense. My experience has shown many insurance buyers and their agents underestimate how much coverage their client will need. Vince, I've said it before, low prices are great, but I can tell you that nothing stings like finding out you are uninsured or not adequately insured until after a loss.
So from all that, Jeff, what's the primary takeaway for folks listening right now?
It's important to work with a partner that understands insurance coverage in depth and can market your business to ensure you're getting a competitive price as well. You can have both.
So why should a business or a family work with R&R Insurance?
At R&R, we understand insurance coverage and dynamic market conditions. We understand how to present your account to an underwriter in the most favorable light. And R&R has been helping clients for almost 50 years. If you're looking for a better insurance purchasing experience, we'd love to sit down and speak with you. At R&R Insurance, we know business insurance.
That's Jeff from R&R Insurance. Thanks for the great info, Jeff.
Traffic is sponsored by Rich Lawn's Tire and Service Center.
Rich Lawn's Tire and Service Centers. 5 locations and all easy to find. Visit richlawns.com when you're due for service.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 5:30. I'm John Mercure. Your top story: dangerous fog for the morning commute.
I'm Julia Fellow. Attempts to arrest fleeing lawmakers.
I'm Sean Brunda, in for Debbie Laska. We have a couple of incidents on the road. Out in Elm Grove on a Blue Mound Road, both lanes are closed due to a crash that's heading eastbound and westbound, so you will have to take a different route. Then if you are looking over at 43 northbound at Wisconsin Route 145 Fond du Lac Avenue, the left lane is blocked due to a disabled vehicle, so be aware of that. If you're heading on 41 northbound, be aware that traffic does begin at West Watertown Plank Road, and it continues all the way up until you reach West Silver Spring Drive when it clears up. 41 southbound sees traffic backup starting from Good Hope Road, and they clear up once you pass Capitol Drive. If you're heading on 894, be aware that traffic does start at the Zoo interchange, and it only clears up once you pass National Avenue. I'm Sean Brunda, in for Debbie Laska with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Air quality alert in effect until 11 o'clock tonight for all of southeastern Wisconsin. A slight chance of storms tonight. Will be humid, a low of 71. Tomorrow, sunny, very warm and humid. Isolated thunderstorms are possible, a high of 88. Right now here at the State Fair, it is 80 degrees.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, thick fog to blame for 2 large crashes in Sheboygan County. The first happened this morning at Sunset Road and 23 between Plymouth and Sheboygan Falls.
There's going to be about 8 to 10 vehicles involved. One injury is going to be a female in a black Sorrento. Does have a broken foot.
That scanner audio from Broadcastify. Sheboygan County Sheriff's Office says visibility at the time was less than 1/10 of a mile due to fog. Several people have life-threatening injuries. As officers were investigating that crash, a second 6-car crash happened at Highway 57. It's unclear if anyone was injured in the second crash.
The mother of the Abundant Life Christian School shooter in Madison has died. The Wisconsin State Journal reports Melissa Rupnow was found dead in Janesville last week. Her 15-year-old daughter, Natalie, killed a fellow student and teacher at the school, injured several more before turning the gun on herself back in December. Melissa Rupnow's ex-husband, Jeffrey Rupnow, now faces charges for allowing Natalie to access the weapons she used in that attack.
3 children injured in the fighting in Gaza have arrived in the U.S. for medical care. CBS News correspondent Michael Wallace.
The kids will be treated in San Francisco. The 14-year-old suffered severe burns in a bombing. The others, ages 6 and 8, have serious leg injuries. Tala Bakar is with the group Heal Palestine, which helped get the children to the U.S.
The number of children in Gaza that currently need significant medical care is in the tens of thousands.
Bay Area doctor Mohammed Subeh met the 3 injured kids while he was volunteering in Gaza.
Our goal really is to provide them with the best care we can to give them, the best opportunity at healing.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
2 people working on power lines near the Mississippi River in Alton, Illinois, died when the helicopter they were in crashed this morning into the Mississippi River. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette.
Officials say the helicopter hit power lines, causing it to explode and crash into a barge on the Missouri side of the river. Missouri State Highway Patrol Corporal Dallas Thompson.
We did find that the helicopter was on top of the barge. There was a fire on top of the barge, but it was put out very, very quickly.
It happened 20 miles north of St. Louis. The power company Ameren says a contractor and subcontractor were making repairs on the power lines. No one else was hurt. The FAA and NTSB will investigate. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
The Grand Champion Eats and Treats competition at the Wisconsin State Fair is all about small food businesses. A cranberry bourbon barbecue sauce was picked first place in the Supreme Sauces category. Pleasant's Best Sauces owner Sharon Pleasant tells WTMJ.
Our stuff is unique enough where they're intrigued to try it. And because we're in Minocqua, we get a lot of tourists. We get people that run into us at the farm market and go, "Hey, I saw you at the State Fair."
The competitive exhibit's been hosted for a decade inside the Grand Champion Hall.
What happens if you win the Governor's Blue Ribbon Livestock Auction at the Wisconsin State Fair? Executive Director and CEO Sherry Black tells Wisconsin's Morning News.
Many of them will use the meat to give out to their employees, or they have a lunch for their employees. Some donate it back, some donate it to food pantries. It's a great win-win for everyone.
Josie Lawrence of Woodville sold her Grand Champion steer for $35,000 to Kenosha Beef.
Thousands will be swimming, cycling, and running this weekend in Milwaukee for the USA Triathlon National Championships. Event director Brian D'Amico tells WTMJ this will be the 7th time the city has hosted the national championships.
First and foremost, the landscape is incredible. A protected swim inside the break wall. And additionally with that, walkable from the hotels, airport within 15 minutes of the venue, but then also just the hospitality, and everyone's so friendly here.
The USA Triathlon National Championships run August 8th through the 10th.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Packers quarterback Jordan Love is not sure if or how much he will play Saturday in the preseason opener against the Jets, but he is preparing to play. And the Brewers are home after a 6-0 road trip. A 6-game homestand begins Friday night against the Mets.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 5:36.
Looking for your next unforgettable journey? Travel with Milwaukee's Top Choice, because Fox World Travel was just awarded Best Travel Agency in the Community Choice Awards. Experience award-winning service as you explore the cherry blossoms of Japan, the rugged coastlines of Ireland, or the sun-drenched vineyards of Portugal with Gene Miller. New this year, join us in Scotland for the unforgettable Royal Military Tattoo. With trusted partners like Globus, Insight Vacations, and African Travel, your journey is always in expert hands. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us today.
Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin, top doctors in the area, highest patient satisfaction ratings. OHAU's an orthopedic center of excellence in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement. They are the best. Advanced diagnostics like MRIs and CTs. Best physical therapist, Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin. I know because we're now a patient. Michelle hurt her back. And guess what? They've been treating her like gold, and she's getting better every single day. Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin. Go to their website, ohow.com, OHOW.com. Hit request an appointment and start your journey to feeling better. Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
Hey, let's bring in the chief. Chief meteorologist Brian Niznansky is with us on a steamy day at the Wisconsin State Fair. Hey, Niz.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, what a trade-off, right? We lose the smoke, and now we just have steamy dew points in the 70s. Not very comfortable outside.
It's all right. It feels like summer. It is steamy and hot, but they've had such good weather, Niz.
Yeah, it's been a great stretch. And the numbers seem to be, like, really high. We were there for... I think it was, when was I there? Was it Saturday or Sunday? One of the two. I'm drawing a blank here. It was Sunday. And we were there. We got there at 10 a.m. And it was manageable and fine. But by 1 o'clock, the place was packed. And that's awesome. Kudos to them. Fantastic. But when you got little kids, it was like, okay, time to go. It was, we had a lot of fun, though. It was great.
Do you have any traditions with your family when you come out? We've been asking a lot of people that.
Yeah, the staples. You got to do the bean sack slide. You got to check out the pigs if it works. Usually the pig races, only if the times work. And we're walking by and you're like, okay, we got 15 minutes, then we'll go in there. If the times don't work out, no. Ferris wheel. But now that the kids are older, they want to be in Spin City. They're starting to get to that age where, they love the animals and stuff like that, but they want to go check out those rides.
What about foods? What's on the Niznansky food list when you guys are out here?
The classics. If there is a Sporky that catches my eye, or if we hear it on the newscast or something that I want to seek it out, sure. But corn dogs, cheese curds, all the classics, that's about it. I'm not eating bugs. I'm not eating any of the stuff that sounds like, we just like threw everything together. I saw pictures Matzik sent me.
Yeah.
Dude, and they kept the skin on like half of it and the claw and everything.
The claw, was that an alligator claw? Yeah, that was.
If you guys asked me, I would have licked it, but that's about it.
You would have?
I would have.
Oh, no. We should have had him leave it. Well, he did say he was going to hang it from the mirror inside your car, so that'll be waiting for you.
I know. You're telling him about the make and
it's only going to be 150 degrees inside your car. That should be really nice.
So gross.
That stuff looked morbid. That looked like, like you had Godzilla's small little arm.
That freaked me out. That totally
had
freaked
nails,
me out.
John.
Yeah, that was really, really.
And then
bad.
the long john with giant maggots too. Like that's not
gross.
That wasn't like a couple bugs. That was like layered with bugs. Like there was more bugs than pepperoni on a pizza for sure.
I ate half of a donut a few years ago that had those bugs on it and a scorpion. I think I didn't feel good for a week. It really, I don't know if it was mental.
Were you just being a baby, or do you think that the scorpion was poisonous or something?
I think I was being a baby, probably, but it was in my head.
I don't get the point,
I literally
though.
Almost puked looking at it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking at it with the pictures, and honestly, I just think about it, and is there really anybody out there that's like, ooh, that was so good. That's
I know.
I gotta
Did you
have
spend
it.
any money on this? I was like, who is she selling this to?
Yeah, to Matzik.
No kidding.
You couldn't pay me. I don't know. I'm pretty cheap with stuff like this. I don't know.
No, me
give
too.
me a dare for $20, but that stuff, no. I don't know. The tag would have to be really high.
Hey, the weather roll has been really good, Niz. How about tonight, the next few days? What are we looking at?
It's heating up. So if you are going to be heading to State Fair or anywhere across southeastern Wisconsin, you got to be obviously hydrating, finding shade, things of that nature. Pop-up storms, too, in the forecast. So this evening, there's still a 10% chance you land under a little downpour. But right now on the radar, there's nothing showing up. So we're looking pretty good. 71 for a low tonight. Tomorrow, again, another day with a 10 to 20% chance you land under a shower or storm, a high of 88. Saturday, mostly sunny, breezy, hot and humid with a high of 92. Could see some storms roll in here Saturday evening, Saturday night. We'll keep an eye on those. If you're heading up to central Wisconsin, like the Wausau area, they're more in the bullseye for severe storms during the day on Saturday. Sunday, partly cloudy, very warm and muggy, high of 88. Better chance for storms here in southeastern Wisconsin. Monday, still a chance of storms and a high of 85, so starting to get pretty unsettled. This weekend at the State Fair, I wouldn't say don't go, but just be prepared to know your spot that you're going to have to seek shelter if one of those storms rolls through.
All right, good advice. Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky. Niz, thank you so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
You bet, guys. We'll see you.
It is 5:42 at the Wisconsin State Fair. Up next, defense attorney Anthony Cotton in our State Fair studio.
Who's up for some fun? Visit Food and Farm Exploration Center in charming Plover, Wisconsin. Whether you're 2 or 90, an adventure awaits you. There are exhibits, events, outdoor activities, cooking classes, and a cafe with amazing food and a selection of adult beverages. For those of you no longer into juice boxes. Did we mention we have the world's largest potato masher? Everybody has fun. Everybody learns something. For tickets, just show up or visit us online at explorefoodandfarm.org.
If you have not experienced the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club, do it this week. Do it this week. Get out there. Friday, the all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry is one of the best, especially with an old-fashioned. And this Saturday only, check this out, enjoy an 8-ounce grilled salmon, 2 scallops, and 2 shrimp with broccoli risottos, topped with an all-new sweet teriyaki sauce. That sounds great. It also includes veggies, your choice of super salad, homemade bread with that honey cinnamon butter. It's just $54.99, and that's for 2 dinners. 2 dinners. Relax with a cocktail on the patio in the woods, then your free dinner. The Fox and Hounds off Highway 167, 2 miles east of the Holy Hill Shrine. The summer drive is gorgeous. It's really special. This Saturday only, enjoy 2 grilled salmon, scallop, and shrimp dinners for under $55. Dinner starts at 3 o'clock. Arrive early. Have a cocktail ahead of time. All other dinners are buy one, get one free every single night. I was just in the Fox and Hounds, had great service and great food. Call and reserve today, foxandhoundsrestaurant.com.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Traffic is sponsored by Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. Go to rejuvenix.com for an appointment.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Let's get you where you need to safely with Sean Brenda. Sean, how are the roads?
Roads are looking okay. We still have those 2 incidents on the road. One at Blue Mound Road, where it is closed in both the west and east directions due to a crash. Emergency crews are out there right now, and they have closed that road off, so you have to find a different route at this time. If you're heading on 43 northbound, be aware that there is an incident on I-43 north at the ramp from Kilbourne to Highland Avenue. The left lane is blocked due to a crash, so you'll have a hard time trying to get north. But the 43 northbound pretty much starts at the Marquette interchange and only clears up once you pass Locust Street. If you're heading on 43 southbound, be aware that traffic does begin once you pass Capitol Drive and continues through the Marquette interchange and only clears up once you pass the Kinnickinnick River. If you're heading on 94 eastbound, be aware that traffic does start up when you pass the State Fair Park. When you go through the same interchange, it only clears up once you pass South 35th Street. I'm Sean Brenda, in for Debbie Lasko with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
We are broadcasting live from the Bank 5-9 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. One of the preeminent defense attorneys in our neck of the woods, the iconic Anthony Cotton, is with us in the studio. He's been very busy the past couple of weeks. You see his name all the time. Good to see you, Tony. Thank you so much for being here with us in the studios.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for having me here. It's great to be at State Fair.
Isn't it good to be here?
Yes.
Okay. One of your clients is in the news just today. It is Morgan Geyser. She's involved in the Slender Man case. And a judge has ruled that she should be allowed to move from where she is into a different place with a lot more freedom. That's the law. That's what's been discovered and ruled. And now there's a hiccup. She was set to be released, right?
Yep, she's supposed to be released yesterday or the day before, and now that's been put on hold because the people in the community have started to protest and raise objections to the place that she was going to go.
Okay, so I was really surprised that the location was released because not even the mom's supposed to know, right?
Right.
And then I saw the Madison stations. Yeah, the Madison stations were saying Sun Prairie, and I went, whoa, okay.
Right.
Yep.
Who released that information?
It wasn't really an intentional release. What happened is the Sun Prairie, I guess they're called the village attorney or city attorney, filed paperwork reflecting an objection to that. So everybody saw Sun Prairie, and then they're like, well, why on earth would anybody in Sun Prairie have any position on Morgan at all? Next thing you know, we're in a hearing. It's completely evident where she's going. How many group homes are there in Sun Prairie? I'm assuming very few. And next thing you know, the objections are being raised, and the whole thing was put on hold.
You have a beautiful young family. Would you have any reservations if Morgan Geyser were moving into the building next to your home?
No.
Well, she's going to be nearby anyways, the first location.
She's going to be on GPS monitoring. She's going to be on home confinement. She's going to be treated by psychiatrists, evaluated by social workers. There's not a concern with Morgan being in the community.
And that's what's been ruled. I mean, the experts have ruled, the judges have ruled.
3 doctors unanimously agreed with that. 2 different judges uniformly agreed with that. There's not an issue. The issue is just finding placement. And that's one of the problems with high-profile cases is people draw conclusions that aren't grounded in reality. They hear the sensationalism that they see online. They read something or they get hit with some news article, and they think that this is like a serial killer coming into their community, and it's not.
How is she doing? I mean, it's been setback after setback. She's done work behind bars to get where she, not behind bars, but she's done work to get where she is.
Yep.
How difficult is setback after setback?
Morgan's doing good. I talk to her every week, a couple times a week, and she's upbeat, positive. She has a good attitude. I think what's really interesting is like this was ordered back in January. So if Morgan were the type of person who's going to revert to her childhood ways and be a dangerous person like she was at 11, I think you'd see some sign of that during these setbacks. But she's really weathered the storm. She's done very good. She's kept a good attitude. She continues to go to treatment. There's really been no problem.
But do you think that this is a bad precedent? I mean, for other cases, for people who may have families and they're ready for their father to come out, and then it keeps getting delayed. I mean, that's not good. That's not good for anyone.
No, it's not good for anyone. And I think even DHS, which is the agency, the state agency that's designed with placing her, even they would agree, like, this needs to happen. Everybody agree. Even the prosecutors would say, this needs to happen. But how many homes do we have in Wisconsin? I mean, it's a small state. There's not a lot of people who are committed as not guilty by reason of insanity. And so there's limited places you can put those people. And that's as John said, would you want her going into the apartment next to you? They don't put her in the apartment or the house next to you. They put people in group homes that are pre-existing. In the one before Sun Prairie that they were going to put Morgan in first, they were building the facility just for her.
Oh my God!
I mean, imagine the expense of that. They were going to create a new facility with cameras on her 24/7, no privacy, no human beings. No children her age, no adults her age, just her. So the place in Sun Prairie was far more suitable, far better, and there's through no fault of her own. Now she remains locked at the Winnebago behind bars. It is behind bars. It's a locked facility for another month or two.
Let's talk about, can we move on to Max Anderson? You represent Representative Maxwell Anderson, who was found guilty of killing Sade Robinson. And the headline here is that he now is a public defender and he's appealing.
Yes.
Are you relieved to be done? How did this come about? Why this step?
Well, appeals are the client. The client makes a decision to appeal, so that's something he wanted to do. In terms of the public defender aspect of it, the family spent a lot of money on legal services already. I think it's pretty common to go that direction. What the issues will be on appeal, that's hard to say. That's for a different lawyer to figure out. I am glad to be past the goal line on the case, so to speak. It's a taxing case. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of reports to review, and there was a lot of nastiness associated with it. You mentioned my family earlier. I appreciate you saying I have a beautiful family. I think I do too.
You do.
It's really crazy when you start to get like threats to your family.
I want to ask you about this whole part of it. You know, you're all in when you're representing somebody and you're invested, and that's one of the things people really respect about you. How much of a toll does it take? How hard is it? How do you compartmentalize? When you're in the middle of a case like that, which is a tough case, how do you deal with that?
That's sort of like a once-in-a-lifetime type case, though. The way I dealt with it was I relied on lawyers who were older than me and had had similar experiences. So I talked to other lawyers, like, how did you handle that? How did you process these things? And the advice that I got was stay in your lane and focus on what you can control, which is how you present yourself in court. Know your case, know your evidence, make your arguments. You know, our whole defense was that there was reasonable doubt in the case. There wasn't proof beyond a reasonable doubt. That was the centerpiece of our defense. The jury disagreed, but that was how I tried to articulate it, was like stay focused on the legal arguments and ignore the noise.
I mean, but the threats against you, I mean, did you have police like monitoring your house and everything?
So I tried to keep it sort of quiet for my family because I didn't feel like it was a good. It was a horrible distraction I felt for my wife and children. So I didn't say anything about it. And then we're eating dinner one night, and all of a sudden the doorbell rings, and the police department is there, and they're asking me if they can do patrols, and they want to start escorting my children to school in the morning, and they're going to run a squad car around the house. And it felt to me excessive, like it almost amplified the threat in the eyes of my family. So I didn't think the threats were real. I thought it was just people on the internet calling in and saying whatever they're going to say. But the police department, I mean, God bless our law enforcement officers. They took it seriously, and they made sure there was no problem.
I do want to ask you about your vacation. So you get through with that tough case, and I come into work one day, and I say to Julia, you got to see this. Anthony Cotton's with his family, and
I'm like, wow, he's fit.
Yeah.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing a Speedo. He was like,
mandatory.
I guess, in Europe, do what the Europeans
mandatory.
do?
No, I was in a hotel, and there was a pool at the hotel, and I'm not kidding. You go to this pool. I had my kids with me. We walk in, and they actually take your towel. They make you take off your towel, and they say, "Are you wearing Speedos?" And I said, "No." And they sell Speedos right there. Everybody has to wear them.
No trunks allowed.
No trunks allowed.
Wow.
It was a horrible experience, and I had to wear these Speedos, and I knew you commented on it. So.
I was just trying to show Julia you're on vacation, but she kept talking about how fit you were.
That's right.
He was, and John was jealous.
Hey.
Well, who wasn't?
Yeah,
Did you see the picture? We should post the pictures.
Post the pictures. I give you permission. Go ahead. You can put that on.
I know. I was like, we shouldn't show it because you could sue us.
Put it out there.
Does that help to decompress when you can literally get far away?
Yeah. And that's that run. The reason I think decent shape is because I run a lot. That's the way I decompress. I run. I get out for 8, 9, 10 miles every morning. I run. I'm out at 4:45. I'm out of the door. I don't have a phone with me. I don't get bothered. And then, of course, traveling is a big part of it, too.
Yep. He is renowned criminal defense attorney Anthony Cotton. We always appreciate you making time for us. It's good to see you.
All right, Julie and John, thanks.
It is 4:56. Julia, close that picture of him on your computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband's driving home right now.
He just
right
drove off
the
the road, by the way.
Great.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Rockwell Automation says that it will invest $2 billion over the next 5 years in its plants, employees, and digital infrastructure.